And we are up and running,
That was
and we are
awesome.
finally back after way too long. And I made the mistake of actually running the campaign, the storyline we're playing right now with another group in the interim. So I'm even having a hard time remembering where we are. But I am so thrilled to be back here with four of my most precious, closest, dearest, amazing, intelligent, effervescent, kind, warm, educated, well read, well versed, socially active, progressive, popular, pretty friends. Did I miss anything in there?
I think you got it.
Okay. I didn't want to leave anything on the table I didn't have to. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and I am the host at Lantern Noir Presents, and I am running an amazing game of Dungeons and Dragons with these four equally amazing people that you have not seen in far too long because one of them decided that they were going to move. And so we've moved our times from Wednesday nights to weekend mornings in order to accommodate the European schedule, which is kind of cool because I like being internationally accessible. So
I
that's what we're
appreciate
doing. That's what
it.
we're doing. I should let them handle their own introductions because they will do it better than I, and they probably use a lot less words to get through it. And I'm going to actually throw it first. We're going to do a round robin. I'm going to throw it first to Jesse to kick off who they are, where you find them, and who they are today.
Hi everyone, I'm Jessie or Enceladus. I stream, well, formerly and coming soon again to my stream near you, machine learning, coding, and science content. Which will be actually now that my furniture has finally arrived in Sweden, which I moved to recently. I'll be able to stream again. But yeah, so you can find me on Twitter, Discord, Twitch, pretty much anything with the same username. So yeah. Oh wait, I gotta say who I'm playing. I'm playing Mir. Oof, it's been a while. Sorry, I'm out of practice. I am playing Mir, a very crotchety but hopefully slightly lovable Water Ganassi bard.
Sweet. Yeah. The bard who doesn't like people is how I usually describe them, which is a lot of fun.
Excellent.
Okay, continue around the loop. Tiffany?
I had to remember to unmute first. Hi, I'm Tiffany. Also playing today as Shona Ilaharan, your favorite barbarian librarian. I'm now trying to remember what I'm doing in which of Rob's games that I'm playing in. So let's see if we can remember who I am today. I think if I just get angry periodically and hit something while telling somebody to return a book, I'm good.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. And then coming up and around to Barely Molly.
Hi everybody, I'm Barely Molly. You can call me Molly or Bear, whatever you prefer. I'm playing Ember, the fire ganassi who loves shiny things and that sweet sneak attack damage. I missed you so much. Missed it so much, Rob. So I'm excited to get in here and get some sweet sneak damage today.
I have to share because this is the time to do it. I've been playing you four in a game of Solasta.
It's fun to watch you play too, because you're like, Jansen's gonna, and then Mir's gonna. I'm just like,
and there was one Ember had a crit on a sneak attack at like 8th level, and it was all 5s and 6s.
Yes.
It was like 50 points of damage in a single shot, and I'm like, oh my god. And at one point in the game, I have to pick, this is minor spoiler for the plotline, sorry. You have to pick someone to pick up a crown. And you know it's a cursed crown. There's no doubt in your mind. And I'm like, yep, that's Ember.
Yeah, of course. No hesitation. It would already be on my head when it would be like, it's cursed?
Ember doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Nope. And it gives me a chance, though, to have that fun of getting everybody in and having a good time with it. And that takes us to our fourth and definitely not last player, who I can confirm does exist in in my reality.
Lenarius. Yes, I do. I'm Lenarius. I stream I don't even know. I don't even know. We're doing Kingdom Hearts right now, but like there's not that much gameplay going on because the community likes to distract me and they're really good at it. But so I stream and then I play Jansen, who is an elvish monk with an attitude, and I'm not gonna lie, I've really missed being able to play as Jansen because like I think there's this quality about Jansen that's part of me, but I never actually act on it because like I'm just like, but I just want to be nice to everybody. So it gives me that opportunity to kind of like, you said what? You should listen to me. You gotta listen to me. I knew I was right. So yeah. And I'm on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Discord, YouTube, everywhere.
Definitely locatable,
Yes.
as it were. All right, cool. And yeah, the thing was, we actually had a chance to hang out in person, and for a while I was sure, because we were swapping pictures of the Starbucks we were at, and we were at the same Starbucks,
Yeah.
and we couldn't see each other. And like
It looked the exact same.
it did, and it was like I'm looking at my picture. I'm like, I can see exactly what you're showing me in the picture, and I don't see you. And for a split second, I started to think that Rod Serling was going to step out from behind the counter and identify that Twitch somehow has connected the multiverse. And if you don't know who that is, I'm not explaining. Call your mother. She hasn't heard from you in a while. She will explain.
There's actually a series of books called Griffin and Sabine, and they were postcards from one character to another, and they tried to meet, and it turns out it was like alternate realities in the same location. I'm like, oh my god, you're from a book.
Yep. We have photographic evidence. We took pictures of our empty Starbucks cups to prove we were together at one point.
Yep.
So that was fun.
Fun.
And it's really just it's neat. Those experiences are really cool because as awesome as Zoom is to see your players, it's something totally different to get together and say, hey.
So y'all are coming to Sweden when?
Right. We need to go prove Jesse still exists in our reality. So yeah, we're gonna have to plan that out.
It's very beautiful in the summer. So
I don't
we could do like, I don't know if I told you all this, but one of the first kind of walks I took around my neighborhood exploring, there was like this like small, like sort of foresty park kind of area. I was like, ooh, nature. So I start like walking around. I'm like, no exaggeration, one of the first things I stumble across is a like 1,000+ year old Viking stone.
What?
Covered in runes, just like in the middle. They're just sitting there. And I was like, they're all over Sweden apparently. So we could have D&D like in the coolest environment ever, if I can shamelessly,
That's
plug
so
for a
cool.
Lantern Noir
So
D&D getaway in Sweden.
Yes.
It's the travel show.
Sweden Con, Sweden Twitch D&D Con.
Yes.
Yeah,
That would be
exactly.
like the best to like go for like the wrap up, like the last
yes.
sessions or
Yes.
whatever. Like make a big thing of it.
I'll start the donation box for that particular very special episode. I don't have a passport, and given the stories that we could tell, and I think we probably don't need to this morning about getting passports.
Yeah, about why it took so long for me to get to Sweden.
Yeah, I might die of old age before we pull this thing off. Which is entirely possible. But, and Lo, thank you for that, and we appreciate all the subs that come in and support. Thank you so much for being, just hanging out today and being part of this, and I'm glad that we were able to make it line up. I saw Lo's been in my daytime streams because I'm trying to do as much as I can. Okay, make sure we're all set up, by the way, so we can good posture for the game today. Thank you for that. I'm trying to enjoy what I can of my summer before it's over. So I've been doing a lot of midday streams, which feels good. And I totally dig it. So speaking of, yes, absolutely. Which reminds me of two things. We will probably do a giveaway later in the hour for a set of stickers, which I will ship internationally. quite happily. And with them also come stickers from our sponsors at Sweet Steam, which is a steampunk themed chocolatier. Who?
What?
Yes. Yes. For example, we have the Butterbeard, which is effervescent butterscotch.
Oh, that is awesome.
And I'll add to that, if you use the code at their website, sweetsteam.com, if you use the code SteamNoir, you get 5% off your purchase. I don't know their international shipping rules, but I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will work something out. They're amazingly good people. And it's exciting to have them on board with us here. And the information about them is down below in the about. So feel free to check it out and support them. Because
Given the quantity of chocolate that Loafbone eats, I'm sure that they will do their best to actually find a way to ship it to us.
Oh yeah. Well, they ship it with ice packs too, because they want to make sure it gets to
Oh,
you.
that's clever. Yeah.
That's
intact.
awesome.
I don't know how much you have to order to get to 50% off Cootie Juice, but you're welcome to contact them. So I'm sure at a certain point they will. Yeah, I have no idea what that point's going to be, dude. I don't work there. I just plug for them and give away their stickers. And talk about the fact that they have a chocolate called Chocolate, which has an
What?
Chocolate.
With chocolate.
It has an elder. It has an elder god
Like Cthulhu.
as its.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what came to mind.
It's dark chocolate.
Eldritch chocolate. Yes.
And the caption on the website: the only chocolate you can devour before it devours you.
Oh, dude, that's so
I need that in my
cool.
life.
They-
What was the name of it again? Can you repeat it?
Sweetsteam.com. They are an amazing group of guys and a girl. And they were like off and running. 2020 was going to be their year to hit the con circuit and finally start turning a profit on their little business. And then,
COVID.
yeah, but they've survived through
The
their internet sales.
Hindenburg. The
Yep.
Hindenburg spicy chocolate blimp. Oh my god, this is so good.
Oh yeah, they've got lots
Oh,
of good
this is
stuff.
excellent.
And it's all good. It's all good.
Oh,
Yep.
that is excellent.
Yep. Well, that's the fun thing was we get a few more people coming in this morning, hanging out. If we do a giveaway that has at least 20 entries, we can give away a chocolate pack. But we have to hit a certain number of tickets in the giveaway to give away chocolate. Otherwise, it's just stickers.
We haven't started the giveaway yet, though, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Now let's get some gaming going.
Yes, I desperately need a summary of the last
Yes, please.
we were together.
I haven't
have
been
some
able to
notes.
find the box with my notes, so
I have a page of notes, but honestly, it is like looking into Ember's mind. It's a lot of gibberish.
I remember the fireflies
Mhm.
and,
Yep,
Oh, I forgot
there's
about fireflies.
fireflies in there.
There
and the
are
origami
fireflies.
flowers that Ember made.
Yeah, for the
yeah.
fireflies to land on.
Yeah, I
And we
remember
tried to
that.
free. She tried to free them, but they didn't want to go.
Because
He did
None
it.
of this sounds familiar.
they were.
How about? Does the humming sound familiar?
Oh yeah.
Oh
the-
gosh,
little girl.
yes.
Yeah.
And it was
Girl,
just like the little girl had just kind of taken a turn for the worse, right? When we
Heard.
ended, if I
Heard
remember,
that.
or
We-
some,
we ended
or
on-
no, somebody had. Did someone just die?
Not
Or
yet.
get really? No,
Not yet.
I thought no. I thought one of
that's
the
right.
adults did.
The dad.
Yeah, or like got
And-
really sick or like passed out, or it was like
He couldn't.
Right?
He couldn't stop humming, and he was starting to not breathe. And then
Yes.
didn't somebody put him to sleep? Didn't you or Ember do something that like
did I clock
essentially?
him over the head with a frying pan?
Well, I'm not there.
You know
I'm,
that
like,
could be too.
I'm
have
up
a
at the
vague memory.
door. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I ever came
I know.
back
I think I
down.
went to the door.
Oh, that's right. Because
I sent a message to a guard, and they're going to go get Connie to
right.
help us. So I'm still like up at the entrance door, and you guys are like a level down in the kitchen, I think.
'Cause my note says that we were in the kitchen and Galby, I'm sure I'm saying her name right. Galby and Crinkle,
Oops.
the father couldn't stop, and we were trying to keep him safe. But I know at one point we went back to the one room thinking that was the source. So like the restoration, the book restoration room. But I can't remember the order. I can't remember if you went up to try and get to Connie, and we went to the restoration room, and then we met in the kitchen and found out that it was bad, or if we found out it was bad, clocked the guy over the head. You know, like in Clue, I had to stop her screaming, and then went to the other two rooms.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
But there were other people down there as well, and we were everybody was starting to have issues, but not bad. The little girl and her dad were the first ones that were a problem. And we did check the dollhouse, and it wasn't the dollhouse in her room. Remember that?
Oh, right.
Oh, I didn't remember that at all.
The dollhouse
Okay.
that's full of little bookcases because everyone
That's
thinks that
all
the little
book
girl
library
needs
rooms?
needs a new bookcase for her dollhouse.
Hey, don't knock it. My daughter wants a lot more bookcases in reality than she has room.
Yeah, as it were. Okay, so let me try to take all of that and pull it back together because it sounds consistent with my own memory and notes. So let me do this. Put this up on our little sketch pad. As a reintroduction of the characters that you are interacting with. Because I've got the bottom floor, which is where the individual cells are, or I don't want to say apartments because they're just bedrooms, with the kitchen at the end of the hall. Yes, but sometimes it's good to brainstorm, see what kind of memories get kicked out. Ebder is the elder, so to speak, of all the various scribes in the basement, in this cellar. His room is here on the end of the hallway. His daughter has this room to herself. She's recently been added since her mother passed away. She's moved in. Crinkle is in the room at the end of the hall. She is a kenku, which are known for not having their own voice. They speak through mimicry. And
Is that
repeating.
the bird?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yes. They look like kind of like a raven. And there's a little bit of some of the folklore of the Kenku race is that they could fly at one time, but then they did something bad and they were cursed and they lost the ability to fly. And it all kind of like worked its way into this particular race. Cthulhu is a tabaxi, and you have not interacted a great deal with her yet. She's kind of kept to herself. And then Varnier is the elf that is kind of in charge of the restoration section of the restoration of books down here in the Firefly Cellar.
Vernier was the one who locked us in here,
The
right?
one, yes, the one who made the
Yeah.
decision that
Yep.
obviously something is wrong. We're all humming this tune. I've heard of this before, and I need to.
Everybody died.
Yeah, it did not end well for the people that were inflicted with it.
Yeah.
They
Yay.
went mad, or they died, or both. Sometimes, who knows what order it happened in.
But Vernier locked them, like, herself?
All of
Or-
us.
Yeah.
She's in here
but,
with
but,
us. Yeah.
But she locked herself in with us.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah.
I have a note down that says we pulled out a songbook to have Mir write down the song she was playing. Because we tried to have you play a song at one point to see if that would change what we were humming.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so,
and then
like, I was
I
playing
think you-
music for a while.
Yeah, and it was working, and then I think you failed a wisdom save, and you started playing the song
Yeah.
out loud.
Yeah.
But I know we looked a lot through the books to see if there was, like, any references or anything, and I know at least last session, we weren't finding anything.
Mm-mm.
So,
No,
And Ember's keeping a journal of symptoms. I have written down.
Right.
I
Yes.
wrote Durin's journal.
like from the Fellowship of the Ring.
Yes, drums in the deep. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were like, why don't we know anything about what previously
Yeah.
happened?
because there were no survivors.
Do you think
And nobody can write
a
anything.
bunch of scribes would be interested in writing? I'm sorry.
Right?
I feel like Ember should not have had a thought that a scribe should have, you know? I don't know.
Well,
All right.
based off maybe you are all showing greater willpower than they could, and that you're able to focus on other tasks.
Hmm.
Well, you hum less if you're annoyed at people, so.
There is that. So the last event that we left off on, and I think for the sake of simplicity, we're going to pull all four of the characters into that kitchen just to keep things simple with everyone. The last part of the previously on would be Ebder is in the kitchen. He is starting to sing the tune. And as he picks up his pace, it became apparent that he was starting to lose the ability to breathe as all of his energy was going into singing. And before he could expire from said exhaustion, he gets clocked in the head by Mir with a frying pan. Which sort of works.
It's a solution.
It's a
I
solution.
have medicine skills, so you know.
You
Just a different kind of medicine, maybe.
real frontier medicine.
Exactly.
And it worked. Indeed, it did work. And that's exactly what we were what the hope and the goal was. So then we get to so now what? Back to the books. Checking the rooms more closely this time.
Yes.
Is there any of the residue on Ebner? Is that his name? Ebner?
Residue. What are you looking for?
I wrote down in my notes that when I did look through what information there was on the virus, it said that it leaves a residue and causes madness. Is there any of that residue?
That's a good question.
The
Can
only
I
reason
investigate?
his unconscious
Yeah.
body.
What were you thinking, Linarius?
like this is that disease. It's either that or there's somebody like casting a spell on us to make us think that it's the disease.
I want to say that we tried to that there wasn't anybody casting a spell, that we investigated that.
Yeah, didn't we I don't know if it was like an Arcana check or something, but we
Yeah.
definitely tried to sense the presence of magic somehow. Or maybe somebody had
How
a
well
ring.
was
I
our
don't remember.
check?
But
I will remind you, it was not a spell. This is something else.
Okay. So yes, I mean, I guess unless it's something other than something, I guess it's unless it's something other than magic, I would assume that it's the thingy thing. So what good would finding the resin do? Like, could we maybe use it to maybe see if anybody has magic to analyze the stuff to maybe learn more about it or something? Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm
make
thinking.
an
Like if we
antidote or something.
if we have some information about the chemical makeup or what causes this virus, maybe we can counteract it. So
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
It's a good.
Okay.
Well, let's roll that investigation. Well, first, Cthulhu will take Gailby out of the room.
Yeah.
And keep her distracted on your behalf.
yeah.
Just
I mean,
to
I'm
kinda-
not killing the guy, am I? I'm just
Oh, no.
investigating.
No, but
him.
he's
Okay.
unconscious, and he almost sang
She
himself
did
to
just
death.
witness us while
Yeah.
we clock him in the head with a pan, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I have a +8, so that's not terrible. 14.
A 14 is solid.
Okay.
You actually going over his body within the realm of what is appropriate under the circumstances. So I'm assuming we're not going full medical examiner here.
Yeah.
Because he's not dead, for one. Aside from some his hands seem to be perpetually stained with ink. double proficiency bonus or something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why part of the Candlekeep Mysteries drinking game is Ember asks if she can do an investigation check.
You will die before the end of a session.
Yeah.
That's just the way that works.
I literally in our other D&D game, I was like, we should investigate, and then I looked at it and it was like +0, and I was like, nope, not me, not this character.
What was that other one?
Mhm.
You don't, aside from his hands being permanently stained with ink, you don't see any kind of wounds. There doesn't appear to be any bite marks. There's no weird like goo along the hairline. He's got dandruff, but
Nothing in the ears, maybe? I think I would want to look in the ears specifically.
Yeah, especially as you can get light in there to look and probe around without causing any physical harm. No, he looks kind of, I mean, you could probably trim some of the hairs there, but, you know, he's not,
okay.
he's old,
So-
he's a widower, he's not trying to impress anybody right now. He's just trying to
His
survive.
hands are stained with ink, though, and if we're to make an assumption, which I understand is
Please
an
do.
assumption,
Please
which
do.
is that he is the worst off of everyone. So perhaps he's like the initial case, like the patient 0, right? And so we're going to want to kind of trace where he's been and what he's done. If his hands are stained with ink, he's clearly been writing or maybe taking notes on something. So perhaps the original origin of this was a book or an object that he was writing about or something. So we might want to check his rooms.
I was gonna say, what does he do?
He was doing research, wasn't he?
But I actually think that patient 0 was was it Veneer?
That's what she said, but I don't like her.
No, but like because when we came down here before they locked us in, she was showing you guys that whatever binding room.
We were
or
in the
whatever,
restoration binding
and
room, yeah.
she was humming that song when you guys were walking with her. I
But we
remember.
hadn't met Ebder
I wrote that in
yet.
my notes. Yeah, and
So, like-
we didn't.
And that was
hear
the night
anyone else humming.
before. Well, I was humming and didn't realize.
So she might have heard it and started like, by the time she caught herself, she might not have realized where she heard it from.
Right.
Because she's still like, she might be next in terms of like severity. And obviously that's like an assumption that like the person who got it first would be the worst off or would move the fastest. Because maybe like we've been doing various saves or wisdom saves. So maybe he's just not very wise. But
Is Ebner
it's
human?
a place to start.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought maybe it could have been like, size too. Or if you're smaller, maybe it affects you quicker, but then Gobi would be.
Can
All right,
we
never mind.
access from here where he's been? Or is that like outside of our little confinement area?
If you,
Well, I think we can access his room.
yeah, and if you could ask Veneer this, and I think she's going to hover with you for a little while. She seems to have a pretty good hold on the humming, and now the singing. She'll say that pretty much, well, all of us have been more or less sequestered here for some time working. I don't recall when in the last several days that Ebder left the cellar. So pretty much if you wish to retrace his steps, it would be his room, Galeby's perhaps, throughout the stacks, and either the binding room or the scriptorium, depending on what project needed doing.
You know what he was working on?
Not off the top of my head. We could check the records.
Where are the records?
How about you
Yeah.
check the records for us and we meet up in the scriptorium? I'm gonna go check
we'll
his
search
room.
his room. And
Do you really
check the
trust her to be
records.
honest about those records, though?
I don't think she wants to be trapped down here until she dies from singing herself to death any more than we do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all on the same page if we all want to get out.
Yeah.
If nothing else,
But-
researchers do like to answer a question.
If anything, does anyone have good insight? Check her.
That's a
Uh,
perfectly
got plus
reasonable thing
5.
to do.
I actually,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll. I'm gonna check. I don't know. What's
That's
my
yeah,
gut?
'cause I have a -1.
Throw your insights down. Let's see what happens.
Oh my goodness, bananas.
Oh,
Jansen's convinced that she's telling the full truth.
Yep.
And Mir's kind of in agreement.
Oh, it's a 13, so that's pretty good. I think yeah.
Yeah.
I got 16. With my -1.
Dang.
Of course.
Did you roll
Wait,
for
if
Shota?
we're all
I did,
rolling,
yeah. Because I kind of
Because
indicated
we're
all
all
of us
kind
were
of
rolling.
talking amongst ourselves and trying to like look at. Yeah.
As Rob's looking to go, I didn't see your roll come through.
I just rolled.
Okay. I still haven't seen it come through.
Am I doing something wrong that it's not coming through?
yeah, I don't.
Did
see
you
it
switch
either.
your character over? I think you have to.
I just went to the character sheet.
You have to release Moira and then reclaim.
I gotta remember how to do that.
Yep.
I didn't. I'm so sorry.
Oh, we have plenty of time before it's going to become highly relevant.
Good. I'll figure out what I'm doing. I got a
say
16.
that. I know this group enough to know that you tend to do things I don't expect. So who knows what's going to happen next?
We're here for you.
That's what makes these adventures fun. Okay, so Vernier is going to go off and check the records. You are in agreement that she's intending to be honest with you and has been thus far. He said not wanting to throw the wonderful curveball of going, ooh, an insight check of 7. You think she's lying. Because, yeah, we don't need that drama yet. I'll save that for later. Who's checking Ebder's room again?
I think we all were gonna go,
Yeah.
weren't we?
Okay.
I will investigate the room.
You're not splitting the party.
Not
Yet.
yet.
This is a scary thought. That means you guys are up to something.
Us? No.
Never.
Never.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and Ember, Molly can roll that investigation as she goes CSI on Ebder's room.
Oh my goodness. I have rolled every roll I've made today is a 14. Every single roll I've done today. I've done 3 rolls, all 14s.
That's not
Ridiculous.
a bad roll.
I know,
but-
but 3 14s in a row.
That's a little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna have to refresh the page.
The game is afoot. I'm not sure about that. We can peek if we can't get it figured out. We'll take a peek in a bit. So looking around the room, you will find the box text reads: the sparse bedroom is tidy, apart from a clay bowl containing the remnants of a vinegary meal resting on a large trunk. There's a table, chair that's seen better days, a wash basin. You also spot a small box under the bed. Since no one's stopping you.
Yeah,
you can-
immediately opening it. Yeah.
inside is a small glass figurine of a woman fixed to a wooden stand and a post meant to hold a ring. The ring is currently missing.
Was he wearing a ring?
He was wearing a wedding band, or is, since he's not dead. He's just slumped in a chair in the kitchen. So he is still wearing his wedding band.
Would that fit this?
Yeah.
Checking the post is probably closer to, like, his ring would be really large on it.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like it would fit a smaller hand. You could put a couple of rings on here.
Could I make the assumption that maybe this was for his wife's wedding ring?
Or other small jewelry that she kept.
Okay.
Is there any engraving or name on the bottom of the wood, or any kind of markings or signs of ownership?
Sadly, no, but it's safe to assume that from what you know of the situation and where you're finding it, this is probably a keepsake of his wife's.
Right.
Okay.
But
Just
it's
want
not
to make sure
here,
you didn't
though.
steal some heirloom from somebody, and that's what started all of this. So
It seems unlikely given what you know so far and what Ember is assuming to be true.
I don't like how you keep saying what she's assuming to be true.
Well, investigations are all based on a certain amount of postulation by the investigator at the beginning.
Yeah. Still.
There was a trunk that you mentioned the food was on, right? Or did I mishear?
I did mention a trunk, and there is a trunk.
Oh. We should probably also look in that.
Several sets of robes adorned with the logos of the trim work that you normally see for one of the avowed of Candlekeep, and a heavy wool overcoat.
Anything in the pockets?
Fairly good repair. Sadly, no. He seems to live a very
Okay.
simple life.
No writing implements, desk, papers, anything like that? This is like just a sleep room with
Yes.
a trunk? Okay.
Yep.
So
There
clearly not where he's been working.
No, there are, like you said, as you filter through one of the pockets of a robe, you do spot a children's drawing. Very crude wax pencils.
Galeby, I feel like if I was Galeby, I would have wanted that ring because it was my mom's. So I have a feeling that maybe Galeby knows where the ring is. I would like to take the figurine and maybe go find Galeby.
Okay.
And she trusts you. You've like established a relationship with her too. So
Yeah, I made her origami flowers and stuff for her
Yeah.
house.
Jansen too. She
Yeah.
trusts you and Jansen.
Oh yeah, Jansen, do you want to come with and we'll
Yeah,
ask
let's go.
Galeby? Yeah,
Because I kind of want to make sure she's doing okay, you know?
yeah.
All these adults keep giving her crap and stuff. It's not fair.
Okay. So Ember is going with Jansen to check on Galeby. And what are Shonen and Mir doing?
I want to go back and check out either the scriptorium or
Yes.
the repair room, both of them, because we were in
Yeah.
both of those, and he's been in both of those, and Vernier's been in both of those. So
and
Cool.
Vernier mentioned that that's probably where he might be working. So
Fair enough. And a quick pause to thank Aaron here for popping in and for throwing 400 bits into the Book of Fate, which hopefully will update shortly on the stream. We appreciate your support. That's awesome that you're doing that. Plus, that just gave the players 4 rerolls on top of their usual 2 on the day. So they've got a little wiggle room to have some fun, especially once we figure out how to get Tiffany reconnected with Shona's character sheet. Because we should be able to do that. So meanwhile, either deactivate the characters we're not using. Shouldn't have
he
to
said
do-
said there should be a link for the Candlekeep. I got Moira unlinked, but I can't remember how to link Shona.
Oh, she's not even in the campaign anymore.
Oh, I screwed up. I probably screwed everything up.
That'll do it. Let me throw you this link really quick, and then we'll talk about what we find with Galeby.
I have to have a tech problem every time. You know that, right?
You do. It's,
How it
it's-
happens.
It's consistent. Yeah. So grab.
I'm here for you.
grab
Yeah, everyone
Shona.
take a shot.
Different,
Show had
yes.
tech problems.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's always a different tech problem. I'm very specific about that.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is what happens when you run more campaigns than D&D Beyond wants to let you share your stuff with.
Yeah.
Because it's going, no, you can have no more of those. So you let yourselves into, you knock on Galeby's door, and it swings open more or less effortlessly. Atula has left her alone to draw. She's sitting at a small desk in the far corner of the room, humming to herself and then shaking her head and continuing to draw.
Oh, like she keeps trying to stop herself.
Yeah, like she knows she's not supposed to. That's been made abundantly clear. You have to not hum.
I'm just gonna whisper maybe to Jansen, do you want to go talk to Galeby and I'll maybe just do like a incognito kind of search, base level search of the room while you guys are talking?
Sure, that works. That works. Just don't let her think that you're,
No, I'm not gonna be like overturning tables. I just want to kind of like I'm not gonna go through the drawers or anything, but maybe
you're stealthy.
yes.
That's the deal. That's the deal. So I'm gonna walk over to her.
Okay, this should totally work. Really quick from both of you, I would love if you can throw down a couple of quick wisdom saves.
Okay. Well, oh, wait, a save.
And I'll throw a quick die here for a little.
Oh no, I got a 12 too.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Is that enough?
I don't know yet.
Oh yeah, you do. You know.
It's more fun this way.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh no.
Nothing isn't. You come up to her, and she sees you come in. She looks up and smiles at Jansen and goes, returns to coloring.
What you doing?
Drawing a picture that I can't stop thinking about. Dad said sometimes when you get a lot of thoughts, it helps to draw what you're thinking.
Can you tell me about the picture?
And she puts down the wax pencil and picks up another one to start adding some more color to it. There's a big black cloud at the top of the picture, and underneath it is she's drawn what looks crudely like an 8-year-old's version of a dog. So like a brown dog, and it has something in its mouth that looks like it has like 5 sticks coming off of it.
Really, really cool. What's this little cute guy holding on to in his mouth here?
She's like, oh, well, here, can you hand me that red one, please?
Here you go.
And she takes the red wax pencil and she starts adding streaks of red coming off the thing in the dog's mouth. That's a hand.
Oh, that's really awesome. Where did the doggy get the hand from?
It bit it off somebody.
Why did it do that?
I don't know. It just
Where
did.
Where did you see the doggy?
I don't know. I just kept thinking about it.
Does the doggy have a name?
She stops and thinks. No, I think it's a bad dog.
The bad dog. Well, my goodness.
I don't think it has a name.
What should we do with the bad doggy?
Not sure. It's a bad dog in it. I think maybe its name is Shemshime. No.
Shemshime?
No, that's not its name. Let's see this. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshime, Shemshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemshime. And then you start singing along with her. See a dog that knows to feel.
Hey!
Never heeds lead nor command. Mother gave it tasty meal. Dog chose instead to eat her hand. And as Ember starts like saying, no, don't do that, the song starts to take over. And all 3 of you are instinctively singing along.
And this is even with my against being charmed thing.
Oh, hey, roll, get a bonus wisdom save.
Yay!
Because Rob forgets about that whole elf thing.
Oh, 22.
Natural 20 is the takeaway
Yes.
from that roll.
Yes.
Bite this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, you start to go along, and it's like as soon as you see you're doing it, you're like, what am I doing? And you look and you see Ember has stopped her search to join the song and has like locked eyes with Galeby, and the 2 of them are singing along. And you kind of just like grab both of them by the shoulders and shake. And you're like, no, not happening. And apparently as celebration for this, we have Dave has popped into just, I can't not stop what we're doing to say thank you for that.
Whoa!
That is a massive amount of support, my friend. you're upping your hi, I'm here game to levels that are absolutely just the you're gonna
Words
break
are
Nat
hard.
you're gonna
20s.
break the DM is what you're gonna do. It's what you're gonna do. It's so awesome that you're hanging out with us today. You've been part of the stream the last couple of weeks. I'm gonna miss being able to stream while you're working at the office because I love hanging out. And just your generosity is just off the charts awesome. So I can't thank you enough, except to say thank you again for the support. These things are how we keep the lights on around here, and keep me well hydrated. Which, by the way, is it new? Oh, it's afternoon. We might have to take a short break in a few minutes here. I can drink now and not feel weird. Because
We can work off
6:20
Sweden
here,
time,
so-
you know? Yeah, I was about to say, it's after 6 in Sweden. You can-
You know?
It's a good way of looking at it.
You're muted, Tiff.
Stephanie's
What a
muted
diff.
again. Take a shot. She's still muted.
Yeah, I figured it out afterwards. I'm like, yeah. I was just gonna say we're trapped in a room in the game. It's totally okay to drink.
By the way, Jesse, you are now officially. I'm going to give you a mod status here possibly soon because I'm hoping everything that's going on there is on the level. If not, you're in charge of telling me if it's not.
If what's happening on what level?
In the chat.
Oh, the Swedish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool. For all I know, you guys are currently plotting an invasion of Poland and
Every time I have someone chat not in English, I immediately even if I'm not a mod, I don't care. I'm literally like copy, Google Translate, paste, got it, sweet. All right, respond, translate, got it, copy, paste, we're good. Let's go.
The real heartbreak to me, I had a student who was very excited that she spoke Polish and was very proud of the fact that she spoke Polish. And then she got a D- on a quiz. So I went onto Google Translate and I looked up, don't let this put you down. You're a talented person. You will do better on the next one. I Google Translated into Polish and copied it onto her quiz paper. I pass
Google
it back.
Translate's
She looks at me and
dangerous,
goes, oh, somebody found Google Translate this weekend. You little.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah, Google Translate has made some interesting mistakes.
It's been...
It gets the point across well enough, though.
Sometimes it's helpful, and sometimes
shows
I'm
you're
trying to understand what this Swedish sign says or what this Swedish package is, and it's water spirit health, and I'm like, I have no idea what this is trying to tell me. Oh yeah.
Water is
It's
life.
hit or
It's
miss.
health. It's yeah.
So sliding out of that moment and back into the moment where we're not all singing along to the wretched rhyme, I will repeat the lyric. Actually, I'm going to copy the lyric onto
Yes, please.
one of the pages of the Jamboard for you, so you have it.
Yes, please.
Boink. Next page. This is the particular bit of the rhyme that you were singing before you got control back. No, leave it where I can see it.
There's
Pop the
page.
sketchboard back out, which everyone else will eventually be able to see. Waiting message flops. Excellent point. An excellent point indeed. As you look around Gilby's desk and her little drawing table, you notice that she has several other pictures she's made. There's a picture of two people, one of whom has had his foot chopped off by the other with a scythe. And there's a picture.
Dark.
It's a looks like a person underwater. And it's reaching up to this low waves of the water, and they're underneath it, and they've got one hand going up and the other hand is at their neck.
Wait, can you repeat that last bit?
Actually, you know what? The neat thing about trying to describe an 8-year-old's drawings, you can recreate them pretty easy like.
I'm so excited for this art, you guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that's it's his own hand
Yeah.
choking him?
Yeah.
Is it
Or like
cut
he's
off?
drowning?
Or is he like grabbing himself by the neck?
He's like he's holding his neck.
Okay.
I think the drowning is probably a very probable picture.
Oh, like he's out of air. I thought you meant like he was actively choking himself. Okay.
That's intense.
Yeah, that's why I was
That's
like,
what I thought,
how
too.
would we know?
Oh, come on. We've all seen that horror movie.
True. Yeah, true.
Okay. So I know a lot about shadows and demons and things.
You are kind of a resident expert on that.
Does this Shemshime ring any bells for me?
That's a good question. That sounds to me very much like a Arcana check.
+6. Come on, let's go. Oh,
Well,
20. Let's go.
a dirty 20,
Nice.
which we'll take.
Oh, we forgot to. We need to make dirty 20 drinks.
I just remembered that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, next time we're gonna have our dirty 20s ready.
Yes.
Dirty 20s. We'll pitch them at each other and see who came up with the best dirty 20. Mine will be based on whiskey. I'm just telling you that in advance.
Mine is gonna have Baja Blast Mountain Dew in it, so
Oh God.
yeah, beware the dirty 20.
That's fair. That's fair. No, the thing about your demons, they were very personal. They didn't need names because they were your demons. This seems to have a name. And
Yeah, but I mean, I still, I trained in a lot of areas and I tried to learn as much as I could about shadows and demons to try to learn how to get rid of my own. There's no way that I picked up anything in my, X number of years.
about Shemshime, that name does not ring a bell. But it's
Shona
definitely,
might be the one to ask.
yeah, it's definitely more in the realm of some kind of things like actual infernal demons, things from other dimensions and planes. They have names. Personal demons and hauntings tend to be tied to the individual. So the fact that it has its own name is making you a little bit concerned and definitely thinking this is probably something extra planar.
Yeah, I'm getting a feeling this isn't a sickness in the sense of the way that people think that it is.
I think so too. Is there a dark cloud above every drawing?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be representative of the shadow and the demon.
Yeah, I'm
And-
thinking maybe it inhabits people through song. Yeah, like a possession. Exactly.
Mhm.
Like it's this dark entity cloud thing is possessing and then killing, and maybe how it's entering is through the song, like it gets in your mind.
What about that resin? That what's it called?
The residue?
Yeah.
Yeah, it said that it leaves a residue. I don't necessarily know, what kind of residue would Jansen know what kind of demons leave residue? Since you do have good...
Yeah, because you said I don't know the name.
Rob is also unsure where. Well, no, Rob's going to keep going. Rob's concerned that somewhere something got written down that should not have, but maybe now's not the time to say something about it.
Wait, what?
What do you mean? What?
Wait, we were supposed to write something down?
No, I think you wrote
no,
down
I think
something you
maybe,
weren't supposed to.
was like residual instead of residue or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I am just really hanging on to something that doesn't exist.
I
Okay.
think either that or you
But that
blew
could
a
explain
roll.
why everybody looks really confused.
Yeah. It's also
I
could've
was like, what? Where's that?
Well, I wrote this down when I put that I looked through the notes because I asked Vernier. I asked Vernier for any notes that pertain to this case, and what I gleaned from it was, in some cases, it leaves a residue and causes some kind of madness. And that's all I got from
Yeah, that's
that.
where I got the word, and that's what I thought we were looking at the guy for.
Yeah. But if that's not the case, then totally, like, I will disregard. I can scratch this out.
okay. So while you're musing on that, let's cut over to Shona and Mir as you head up to the. If I recall correctly, your plan was to head into the main floor.
We were going to go to the Scriptorium and the, essentially like the restoration room.
Okay.
And
Well,
check
they're
those out.
two separate spaces. The Scriptorium is where they recopy the manuscripts. So it's a place to sit and write. The restoration room is where they actually do the physical work of repairing bindings or.
I feel like we already checked out the binding room, but we can check it out. Let's try the Scriptorium first because
Okay.
we think that's where he
Agreed.
was.
Well, Vernier's actually heading to the restoration room because that would be where the records would probably be. So you can meet up with her there if you like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you're following her or you're splitting up? I just got confused.
So do we. We'll follow her. We'll check out that.
Yeah, we'll
first, then
follow
we'll
her
go.
first.
Okay.
Get the records, and that might give us a more directed search, so we're not just kind of, wandering.
Free falling. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Like it.
Leather bits, wood shavings, and paper scraps litter the floor near a large workbench. Tools and contraptions are organized neatly around a handful of books in different states of disrepair. Stools surround the bench, one of which has a leather apron draped over it. Vernier's going to go over and start to consult one of the lists of upcoming projects, and notes that she looks down the list and says, "Well, here are the current books that are slated for rework: Festivals and Festivities of Ancient Cormier, cover replacement; Living a Dream: 3 Years Among Stone Giants, replace the cover; Shemshime's Bedtime Rhyme, repair spine; Halfling Superstitions and Recipes, rebind."
This is where I almost wish I could put my headphones down when we split the party. And
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Right.
you're not supposed to know.
I'm not supposed to
Right.
know that, but I can't just unknow
Hey,
which book is
can
the
we,
significant
wait.
one.
Hey, so time out real quick, maybe. Hey, yo, hey Ember, could you just telepath real quick over to the peoples just to kind of let them know that we at least found a name?
Are they within 120 feet?
Sure. Although wait, does it work through solid stone?
Okay, I can give you
Telepathic.
exact.
I think
It works
so.
through solid objects I am familiar with. It works through 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common steel, or a thin sheet of lead, 3 feet of wood. A foot of stone.
Yeah.
So I
Shady's got the measure of it. It does now.
I feel like we kind of talked about it
Yeah.
resembling fairy tales before. So
Mhm.
I feel like it would still trigger. Plus,
It's a
part of which-
rhyme.
yeah, it's a rhyme. Which
So
show's
it's
gonna
musical.
do too? Musical, it's rhyme, humming, yeah.
You know what? While you're standing around discussing this,
And also, I was gonna look at what's being repaired.
here's an easy fix. Both of you owe me wisdom saves anyways.
Yes, we
Oh
do.
no. Why does it have to be wisdom? Why can't it be
Because secretly he hates you.
Charisma.
I
At
know.
least it's not strength for me.
Oh!
I have a -1.
Well,
I have -1 on wisdom.
Oh.
I'll freely.
And I was that close to a 20, and now I got a.
And then it
or
ticked over.
7.
It
Yeah, it
ticked
did.
over on you. Well,
I think I got a 7 actually.
it's funny too because the module is written says it's a Constitution save, and I'm like,
why
much
don't we
better
do
at
that?
Constitution.
but that makes no sense.
It doesn't make
Yeah,
any sense.
it doesn't if it's a mind thing.
You know, you can drink a pint of ale and walk it off. That's a very
Yeah.
different skill set. You can drink 5 pints of ale and not go to the bathroom. Different kind of save. And apparently, if you down 4 beers in succession and don't go to the bathroom, people will remember you as that woman who never has to pee.
This is a story from real life, isn't it?
By the way, RJ,
RJ just donated for
Thank-
he
yes.
just donated. So reroll.
Thank you, RJ.
are you
We're gonna
re-rolling?
need it.
I'd save those if
Yeah.
I
Oh
were you.
really? Okay.
Probably. I'm scared now.
Let's not burn those yet. If you don't want, well, I mean, it's up to you. You can decide.
No, I think hints from the GM usually are good to listen to.
Well, here's why the GM is advising that at this
Don't tell
particular
us.
juncture.
Yeah,
You
no.
start singing, and you find yourselves are caught in that tune again, without really realizing it. And the 3 of you are going when it happens. Like it's solid. Like, yep, you're all singing the song, and you realize you're singing. See a mother scything wheat, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing she took his feet, with another took his ear. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshime, Shemshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemshime, Shemshime. Go ahead and give me another wisdom save to see if you can snap out of it before something bad happens.
Saves.
Ooh, nice.
17.
There you go.
Another 12.
That's good enough if Shona snapped out of it.
I could always be like, yeah, and accidentally hit her or something. Just
Also to the nose. Yeah.
She's really close to it. She's like, wah!
Yeah, you know,
On the nose.
frying pan, back of the head. We know it works.
Yeah. That's
Tried and tested.
Blam! Yeah, I had to put the lyrics up on the jam board too.
Awesome.
So that's enough as you snap out of it. That'll definitely cue you in that there's something about that book on the list. You start to search through the books that are here to be done, and Vernier's like right on it with you. That's actually her pride and joy is redoing bindings. She finds there's, and she actually gets lost for a few moments just going through the work that she had already done on one of the books, in particular the Halfling Superstitions and Recipes, because she thought it was really important that the right shade of leather get used in order to represent the duality of the work itself, because it balances the supernatural with something very mundane. And it was very difficult to find the right kind of leather for that.
Is that the book we need? I wonder if, I don't know why. Like, is that it? Can Shona use her power to see if that's a book? Where's the book we need? I've got a roll for that.
I think it's the one with the name that we just heard in our heads.
Yeah, but I also wonder if this duality one. Well, yes, definitely we need that one. But then I wonder if this duality one she's been working on could possibly be
Control the librarian.
help.
We can't take all the books. Or
No, just
let's
those
at least.
two. Just those two. The one she's got in her hand because it's so specific. Okay, probably not. I don't know what I would do a roll to see, but I don't know what to do.
That's okay.
Like, well, maybe it's probably not.
Yeah, she can
We'll
show
just keep
you.
looking. We'll just find the book.
She can show you the book that the Halfling Superstitions and Recipes that she's working on, and a quick skim shows it has like
Oh, okay. It doesn't.
nothing relevant to this.
Okay.
That you can spot offhand, but there's no sign of the Shemshime's bedtime rhyme book.
Oh
Can I
wait,
use
that's
my-
listed in the records, but it's not a book that we have in front of us.
Right. She's got
No,
her list, and
it's
she's
listed as one they needed to do,
like,
but it
"Mhm."
has it been done yet? Wait, has it already been done? Where's the list to do?
It's on the to do list. These are books that need to be repaired. They should be here.
So it would have gotten pulled out to be here in preparation for being worked on, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yes, it should be right here. I could have
Who's-
sworn I had all the books pulled.
Who's been working in here?
Mostly me. And I don't have it. I don't think.
Given that this book, well, given that we have things that are messing with our perhaps focus
Facilities?
and attention, maybe we should just look around a little bit and see if maybe it got misplaced or it got put somewhere strange. You were
Hidden
looking
in a
at
different
it and,
cover or something?
yeah, started singing or something.
So are you searching the room for it in here, or are you heading out into the stacks and hoping you can stumble onto it?
Starting to search for it in here.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
And if
start,
we
start
can't
here
find
and
it in
work
there-
outward.
Okay. Roll me investigation.
I just went to the wrong page.
Amber! Damn it.
Ah!
God,
That's a
okay,
better
I
roll.
just rolled,
Yes.
I've rolled
No.
3 12s.
Oh my
I've
gosh!
rolled- It is like the day of just people rolling the same things. I rolled 3 12s.
Well, but you
Oh,
rolled
I've
10s
rolled
and
different
13s.
crappy things.
Your mods are the results are the same. Your modifiers are different. So that works out.
I rolled a 6, so
Oh.
Okay. The good news
Joe
is
gets distracted by a pretty book.
yeah,
probably. This binding needs redone. This is terrible.
Mirror's fairly confident that it is not in this room. And most of the honestly, there aren't that many books in here to check.
Right.
Most of the material, most of the things in here are materials for maintaining and rebinding books. So swatches of leather dyes, stitches, threads, all kinds of different types of needles. You know, all the work of making a book a book. But it does not appear to be in this particular space.
And the other place we wanted to look was the scriptorium.
Scriptorium.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
especially
go-
because his hands were covered in ink. Like maybe he was
Maybe he was
taking notes
Copying
on
it.
it or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go check that
Can we
out.
check that room next?
Yes. We will then cut back over to, as you cross through the stacks, we're going to cut back to see what Ember and Jensen are up to. As they're hanging out with Galeby and she's continuing to draw, and you're trying not to sing the song with her.
I just want to ask Gilby if, like, show her the little figurine statue. And, like, hey, Gilby, do you know where the ring to this might be?
Oh, don't touch that. Don't touch
Why
that.
not?
Because it'll
Why
break. Not allowed.
Oh.
I'm not allowed. No, we should not touch that.
No, I'm gonna put it right back, but we just need to know the ring's missing. Do you know where the ring for this is?
She gets all kind of nervous and starts to wring her hands together.
It's okay if you I'm not gonna tell your dad. We just want to know what happened to it.
It's with Mommy.
Oh, okay. So it was buried with her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know where your mom was buried? Not here, right?
No.
Okay.
Blink, 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 blink.
Are you okay?
I miss Mommy.
Would you like to go visit Mommy sometime?
She's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, where Mommy is now.
Yeah.
I suppose. Can we leave now?
Why don't we go on a little field trip and go visit her?
Can we leave?
Yeah.
I don't think we can, Jansen. We're trapped down here. Oh, sorry.
Okay. And she picks herself up. Should I take Mommy a drawing?
Which one's your favorite?
I don't like any of them.
You don't like any of them?
They make me feel weird.
How so?
Cause they're dark. I don't like dark. I need to draw something nicer for mommy.
Why don't you do that? Why don't you draw something for mommy? And I'm gonna go over here and talk to Miss Ember for a minute.
Okay.
What the heck is going on right now?
Okay, so I thought the ring was something important. I don't think it is anymore. I think we need to figure out what the heck Shemshime is about, because have you noticed that there's dark clouds above everything in the pictures she's drawing? And I think that has a connection to what's going on, clearly.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think it has something to do with this Shemshime baloney stuff going on. I'm not happy about it, and I think that maybe we should find the others and investigate a little bit more about. Maybe Veneer knows who Shemshime is. They had to have heard of them. There's just people with books. They have to know everything, right?
Yeah, I think we really need to get little Miss Girly Girl here to go with us, because she clearly has some sort of like awareness about this that nobody else does, because nobody else has been singing the lyrics, right? So I really think we need to get her to come with us.
Right. I think she might have the closest connection to whatever this. I don't think this is a virus anymore, and I think this is more so like a demon. And I think that it might be targeting this little girl, because wait. Grief avoids the blame was one of the lyrics. This daughter and father are grieving over something, right? So maybe she's an easier target for them.
But wait, if grief, it causes grief. Like the shadow causes grief is the way I read that. And it doesn't take the blame for it. So like, I think it's causing grief, and people think that it's some sort of sickness. So the demon or whatever it is isn't being blamed. Like that's the way I interpreted it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because it's possessing people, hurting them, and then avoiding the blame under the guise of whatever person they're.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the demons causing the.
Demons have to be tied to something, though. There has to be something that can be destroyed or attacked, or is this buried on some type of ground? Was something desecrated? Like, there has to be something, We have to figure out what Shemshime was before this happened, maybe. There's got to be some information. I do think you're right, though, that it's targeting this little girl.
I mean, Shemshime has she, him in it. I don't know. But yeah, so let's go check on her drawing, and then like go try to find like where the other people's are.
Yes, I think we should take the drawings and go. Yes, correct.
Yeah. So I'm gonna walk back over to the little girl and ask her what she's drawing now.
She's working on a windmill.
Whoa, is that a windmill?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you drawing a windmill?
I don't know. I got thinking about it.
Yeah. Is the windmill make you feel good or not good?
Mm-hmm. It's a windmill. It goes around. It mills
What
stuff.
else is going on?
Nothing yet. I just started.
It's in your head already, isn't it?
Not much. Oh, and then she grabs the black wax pencil and starts making this giant cloud.
Yeah.
Have I seen a windmill on our way here by any chance?
I don't think so.
Is there anywhere here that we could, maybe I can ask Veneer this or something, but it was there when they were giving the tour of the area, was there like an obituary section or like causes of death section? Like, do they take records of that and keep them down here? Like, did these things she's seeing happen? That's what I want to figure out. Like, is she drawing events that are
I'm
real?
like
that have
99.9% sure these things have happened.
Yeah, but if we can
Like-
follow, if we can connect the dots of the people that she's drawing.
There
Yeah, that's
may-
what I was trying to ask about the windmill. So she just took the black crown and did the clouds
With
again?
a giant black cloud over it.
The same black cloud as all the others?
Mhm.
Why did you draw a black cloud? I thought you wanted to draw something happy for your mommy.
I got thinking about it, and it needs a cloud. They all need
Why?
clouds.
Why?
Because that's what keeps popping into my head.
The cloud?
Mm-hmm.
Just the cloud.
Well, in the song I'm not supposed to sing.
Yeah. But the windmill isn't part of that?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's okay. How about we go ahead? Let's go ahead and just go. Let's go for a walk and see what we can do.
Okay. Then we're bringing my
Yeah.
drawings.
Of course.
Okay.
I'll pick up your drawings. Don't worry, I'll get them and I'll put
I
them.
want to ask if she wants a
notebook.
piggyback ride.
Oh, she is so down for the piggyback ride.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Is there like in the windmill picture she was drawing?
Mhm.
Is there like the death in that drawing yet? Or
Not yet.
She hadn't drawn it yet.
Okay.
She literally just got the thingy with the cloud.
Okay, I do want to investigate if there's any maybe children's stories about drownings or dogs or windmills or I don't know how to find any of this stuff. I think we should just find the others and maybe confer what we all know.
You make your way back up, and you're able to reconvene with the rest of the party. And
Everything. Just tell everything.
catch everybody up. And as you're catching up, Irish lad, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry I didn't get to that a little bit sooner, but the game does kind of roll. But we're glad to have you hanging out with us. And if you're wondering why Ankylosaurus is making so much noise in the chat, she's really hoping we hit 20 tickets in the giveaway so we can upgrade from stickers to chocolate. So that somebody gets chocolate. From our sponsor, sweetsteam.com. Meanwhile, you gather up and head into the Scriptorium.
Do we meet up at the Scriptorium or?
That would be
where?
the most logical place.
Yep.
When you arrive in there, let me give you officially now. Jansen's been here once before, but as an update, all around fireflies float lazily like embers caught in the air. I mean, of flame, not ember.
It's just me's.
Yeah, just a whole bunch of little embers flying. Oh, good God,
That would be terrifying.
that would be insane.
Oh, do they
All
look
of
like
them
this?
rolling investigation.
I-
On the other hand, keep that in mind. If we find this book, maybe that's the solution. We'll just put it in Ember's hair. Set
Three
it on fire.
three writing desks sit against the north wall with a sheepskin rug beneath each one. On one of the desks rests a book besides a stack of paper, along with a stoppered ink jar and a porcupine quill pen. Another desk has a leather case on it. A moldering tapestry hangs off-center on the west wall. To the southeast is a wood-paneled door with a wood-paneled wall with a closed door set into it. A weak yellow glow emanates from under this door.
Was that glow there the last time I was here?
Yes.
And I didn't go investigate that?
I think you were too busy yelling at Vernier at the time.
That sounds about right. That does sound like something I would do.
I would like to go look at the book on the table with the quill and stuff.
The book in question is not stated. So
Also, can we take a pee break soon?
We can.
Cool.
Actually, you know what? Let's do that
time.
right. This is a good time to do it. It gives me a chance to thank everybody for their support so far, to welcome Smokey to the family, and thank you for the follow. You will find most of the time here I'm either streaming D&D games or I'm playing D&D games like Solasta. So if you check on me this week, you will notice that these 4 characters are actually my current party in Solasta. So we're going to take a 3-minute pee break. I'm going to go grab a reference, and then we're going to see what we find in the Scriptorium. We'll see right back here when we're done hearing the amazing tunes of Kathleen L. You can follow her streams here. She's an amazing performer from the New Jersey area. I can't wait to see her in person someday. Please get your vaccine so I can do that. See you in a second.
Every day you stuff your lips, lingering from our last kiss. Fireworks going off.
Okay. And that takes us back in. And the first thing I'm going to say now that we're back, make sure I'm following the chat appropriately. Smokey, thank you so much for that compliment. That is like, it's huge to think that we've got you interested in coming back. Because D&D, I mean, Matt Colville said it best. D&D is the most fun you can have with just your brain. And it's a lot of fun to see people gain interested in D&D through us. Because, I mean, let's be honest. Set your expectations appropriately. There's no guarantee you're going to get these 4 characters. And these, I am so lucky on so many fronts that these 4 amazing human beings wandered into my life to join a game. Right down to like the most serendipitous of all. I still will always say the random. I want to be in your game. I think it'd be a good match off D&D Beyond's forums, which is where Molly and I managed to connect. And it has been like, I'm a little nervous when I'm gonna get an email from a particular other streamer in the house going, just so we're sure, you know she's mine, right? Like I know you act kind of like otherwise, but which, by the way, Megadave is an amazing streamer. You should check his stuff out in his own right. He does all kinds of fun retro stuff, pretty much anything from there. And then you get Mooter in the background of all the streams.
He's the resident mooter.
He's a lot of fun. I reopened the giveaway, by the way, for another couple of minutes so people can get in on that before we pull it. I don't think we're going to hit our 20 this morning, but that's okay because Steam Noir is still a 5% discount at sweetsteam.com. But if you hit crit in the chat, that'll put you in this first giveaway of the day for the stickers. So you're not so late, Def. You're here just in time. Hit exclamation point crit so you can get down the giveaway. We got about 8 more minutes on it. Or I'll keep reopening it until we get to a good solid break to pull the winner because that's how I roll. And I'm going to do a lot of these. If you really want to get the stickers, next Friday I'm celebrating my streamerversary, which lines up with more or less when I got my official letter that I had made affiliate. I did not really want to try to celebrate my first ever stream because it sucked. But by the time I got to September 1st, I knew what I was doing. I made affiliate. I wanted to do a full day stream before school starts as my anniversary. And I'm going to be doing all kinds of giveaways then, including gift packs at Sweet Steam as part of that. So I've got some fun stuff planned. I pretty much watched Lenarius for like a week straight and just kept taking notes. And every time she said, I've got this really cool thing planned, I made a little note over here. I need to do that too. So... why is that so funny?
So when do we get the Lenarius lantern? Like, your names are pretty similar. Maybe we just need the Lenarius lantern.
You're right.
Episode.
Ooh, a space station lantern. That's what we need.
You'd be our
space
first
lantern.
crossover stream, right? Like
Space
Magnum PI.
Well,
Murder, She Wrote.
if I wasn't already doing a podcast, I'd say, how about we just find a slot that you and I can ramble for an hour, record it, and post it somewhere.
Oh my God, I would never stop talking though. Like,
That's why we...
so since you've got me talking, okay, I had a phone call with somebody. It was supposed to be them helping me fix a couple of things with my mic, trying to do like NVIDIA, the stuff in OBS instead of running it through NVIDIA Broadcast itself. And so I called them. We talked for maybe like 10, 20 minutes. And they're like, well, just tell me like what you're already doing. And I was like, they're like, well, you already know everything I was going to tell you. So, and then I ended up talking about, we ended up talking like 3.5 hours about like just random stream stuff. I was just like, this is supposed to be like a 10-minute conversation, but okay.
Yeah, that happens.
I like talking too much.
That
I can't
happens.
help it.
That happens. So before we went on our break, you all had gathered up in the Scriptorium. You have a chance to look at this is a place where they recopy the books. There's that moldy tapestry on the one wall. There's the door, which is currently padlocked shut.
What's the image on the tapestry? Is it just like a flowery motif, or is it an actual like image?
It is I would say it's more of like a generic, interesting series of colors and patterns.
Okay, but there's not like a wolf on it or a windmill perhaps or a cloud or there's nothing like that.
Right. No, there's no images that you recognize. It's truly just what you can make out of it. It's not in good shape. It's not even hung very well. It looks like it was kind of just thrown up, and no one's really put effort into maintaining it or anything.
Why
There's
would they
nothing
just-
Behind it.
Yeah, there's nothing behind it.
So you pull
Yeah,
it.
'cause, like, why would they just quickly? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's a legitimate question. Why would they just throw it up there? As you peek behind the tapestry, you see that someone has carved words in the stone wall.
What do these words say?
Yeah.
You start to read down the line. I'm going to need the two closest people, which sounds like to me, it sounds. By the way, is Gilby still riding piggyback? Are you going to
Yeah,
let
of
her off, or are you just going to
course.
keep her on your back like a
No, I'm
backpack
just
for
gonna
a
keep.
while?
Yeah, she's just. I got her here. I want to make sure she's safe, and that way, if anything happens, I can like lickety split. Can I misty step with someone on me?
I'll allow it.
Okay,
I was
then
about
yes.
to say, that's
She goes
amazing.
with me, right? It's not like I misty step and she drops to the ground though.
I think the rules as written would say no, but screw that.
It's
Sweet.
amazing.
It's too
Then
cool for this
yes.
idea of like, you plus Gailby can
Yeah.
misty step out. No,
Yeah.
and I've already allowed
See.
that once because we had someone do that in a different game.
I mean, I did shield me and Mir at one point too, and I don't think that's allowed either, but it was
We
cute.
let the cool stuff happen because it's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
and the way it should as to how it goes. So, by the way, Def, hit me with a DM of Twitch Whisper so we talk later. I want to chat about some of my stream setup with you and get some of your ideas if you're open to that. So that said, what's behind it? I need wisdom saves from Ember and Jansen as the two closest people to start looking over the words.
19.
Jansen's holding it together. How's Ember doing?
15? Is that enough?
Okay. You start to read down the words and find yourself fighting the urge to sing them.
It's just an urge.
Yes.
I'm not singing them.
You're not singing them. You're actively fighting them.
Okay.
They appear to be crudely carved in with some kind of a sharp implement. You've already seen two of the verses. And this now adds a third verse, which says, "See a son doing his chore, washing clothes for folk in town. Fell into the river's roar, sank to the bottom and drowned."
Wait, say that again?
See,
I can't read it. It's too tiny.
It's too tiny. Oh dear,
It's too tiny.
too tiny. You know what I can try? Let me do this really quick to see if this works better for y'all. And over to Zoom chat.
So many windows.
There we go.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. Much better.
Well, okay, the sun drowning in the river.
It's the picture.
Galeby
Yeah,
drew
it's
that. We
still
have
following the
that
picture.
picture, but we
Yeah.
the dog. The dog one.
The dog with the hand.
But where's the windmill? Would that be the mother scything wheat? Because windmills are for wheat.
I think it would be more. I think it would be more apparent than that. I think there's another rhyme that we haven't. We haven't heard
Yeah.
yet, or maybe it's something that hasn't happened yet.
Well, we've
Didn't
got
she draw something with like a guy with his feet cut off?
yes, that would be the mother.
Yeah, that would
Feet
be the
and-
Did
mother.
she? Did
Yeah.
she draw
Yeah.
someone with his foot cut off?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember
so.
because it was very
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
stood out.
So yeah, so it's either hasn't happened yet, or there's
It's in
one
progress, yeah.
more. Like there's another rhyme to come.
But
I wonder, because there's a dog, son, a mother. I wonder if there's like a father, daughter, or grandparent or something also coming.
Wait.
Everybody.
This was engraved on the stone behind the tapestry?
That's-
Yeah,
that's
somebody
what I'm
like
saying.
carved it.
Is it old? Like, would I have guessed that this is from the 600 years ago when this happened?
Quite
Last-
possibly.
Like, it's not recently. Like, no one carved this today.
No, it's there's you can pick out where the moss is starting to grow in a little bit
Yeah,
between the
okay.
things, and it's not fresh, but it's definitely was carved with purpose.
Right. So I
Was
think
it? Can we tell if it was like hastily drawn or if it was like, do you know what I mean?
I would say it looked like it was the. That's a good question. The workmanship looks hasty, but it's deep. Like they kept tracing over it.
Okay, so they were definitely, I think, possessed at the time or whatever like terminology would be appropriate for what's happening here. Just like
Or they were-
Gelby is with the drawings.
I think it's like Ebden Dad, who maybe they were singing uncontrollably and they were trying to get this down.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
singing. But what doesn't make sense to me is all these possessions are happening outside of this room. They're happening in the world because it's a river, it's a dog, it's a wheat field. So the possessions are happening outside of the room. Was someone able to contain this and lock it down here and it's trying to get out now? Like why is it happening here?
What's that glowy light thing?
Right. Vernier,
I think
when the people were found 600 years ago, had they been murdered? Had they murdered each other, or had they essentially just died from trying to sing this thing?
According to what I've been able to find thus far, no one's entirely sure what happened to the Avowed that were left down here. They were locked. They used this room, this cellar, as a storage, a place to quarantine. And the cellar was closed off for several hundred years before it was reopened.
Oh.
but
Was
I
it
still
just
don't
reopened? Was it after the incident? It was
Yes.
it was locked off.
It was locked off, and then several hundred years later, I suppose, if I remember correctly, the decision was made to check to see if this space still was usable.
Whose decision was that?
I assume of Council of the Avowed, if not the head librarian of the keep.
And where the heck are they?
Well,
So it hasn't been reopened that long.
Do you have
Well, they
a
clearly
record?
let it out.
Well, do you have a record of anything that was found that wasn't here before this was locked? You guys take pretty meticulous records.
I don't believe there was any indication of anything that had been added or removed in that time.
Okay. But we can't find the book of Shemshime's rhymes.
Speaking of which, I would really like it if everybody can roll me a wisdom save again through all this conversation.
Oh.
And I wanted to look at the book on the table, but I don't know if I had a chance to do that yet.
Oh, that is not good
I
for
give
me.
I give my extra thing, right? I go to 13. I don't know if I need it.
Not 20, but I have a -1, so it's 19.
I rolled a 4.
Oh,
Look on that, Shemshine.
Okay, so as you're standing there, you notice that Ember is continuing to look over the words as she's investigating the carvings, and she starts singing. And she's singing the words along, and Mir spots it, and I'm real curious how Mir, who is the most in control in this moment, stops her.
frying pan.
Yeah, frying pan me, would you please?
Molly, your eyebrows. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
How you gonna
Sorry, I was like trying to keep a straight face, and you're
How
like,
you gonna stop me? How you gonna stop me, Mia? How you gonna stop me?
So many options.
Wow.
Oh my.
I will start perhaps by going up, grabbing her shoulders and shaking her, and being like, Ember, Ember, and seeing if I can kind of like snap her out of it. Does that work?
I don't know. Does it work?
Stop! Oh my god.
I don't know. Does it work, Rob? Does it work?
Yeah, it works. And as Mir shakes Ember out of the singing stupor, you can hear another voice singing it, coming from the other room.
Yobi?
What room?
The room
The
where
one
the
behind
glow
the
is.
padlocked door and the glow?
Has that? I'm gonna look over to Chick Lady. Has that door been open since you guys have been down here?
That's where the fireflies are. That's the breeding and habitat room.
You get the fireflies from in there?
So you didn't answer my question. Has that door been opened
Periodically.
since you guys have been down? So yes or no? It's a
Yes.
yes or no
Yes,
question. Thank you.
we have to let the fireflies come back to roost
Why?
and to feed
Why?
or to
What are
to
these
breed.
fireflies here for?
for light.
There are light, remember?
Yeah, so it doesn't burn anything down.
Open
Yeah,
the door.
Book safe light.
Although
open
you
the
did
door.
let a fire ganassi down here, which I will say was not probably the smartest thing.
Oh, well, that
Your-
might be
your
really
hair is just
important
starting
shortly.
fires.
Yeah, it might be very important in a minute, but you know, probably not the smartest move to begin with.
Indeed. Mistakes do happen. She unlocks the door and throws it open.
I'm pulling out my bow, and I'm asking Gelby to hold on to an arrow for me so I can just when I
Also,
need to.
just
We
as
should
like
close the door to the room to try and keep anything contained in here.
I don't
Okay.
think that a door is gonna keep anything in here,
Yeah.
but we could try.
We could start.
just
No,
as
we
like
can be.
a super quick when I was singing
Mhm.
before Mir kind of snapped me out of it, did I have any like thoughts of like images or was it just the song?
Just the song.
Okay.
Just the song. And y'all are doing really good at keeping your heads together. You're keeping this thing very well at bay. Which is
It does
nice.
not feel that way, so thank you for saying that.
No problem. Boxed text. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to set this up right by the net and see what y'all do with it. And she quietly bumps it over. This small room is awash with the glow of thousands of fireflies. The luminescent insects flit around inside more than a dozen glass terrariums that fill shelves along the walls. A steady plinking noise results from their bouncing off the glass. Shallow wooden boxes are packed on the lowest shelves. And you can hear the singing is coming from the corner of the room.
Hey Ember, could you light the tip of this arrow on fire for me?
Verneer's like, do we need fire down here at this time?
Could you just be quiet
Vernier?
for like 5 seconds, please? You're useless, okay? Just shut up, okay? Now, please, Amber, could you just light this on fire for me, please?
Can I? Is this room 10 feet or bigger?
Just the weird questions you have to ask.
Just a simple question. Don't worry about the consequences.
It is 15 by 15-ish.
Okay, when I produce flame, it says that the flame remains in my hand or wherever I throw it for a duration. It casts light in a 10-foot radius, and it only hurts things. It harms neither you nor your equipment. So can I just and like light this whole room?
That's what I was
Absolutely.
gonna. I was gonna shoot the arrow
Yeah.
in the corner to try to get light over there. So that works.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to.
Well, the
light
room
this
is
room
pretty
like
well
a-
lit. There's a lot of fireflies in here.
A lot of fireflies, yeah.
This is where they live.
But we can't see what's singing.
It's coming from one of The boxes down under the shelves.
Boxes?
Oh.
Wait, how big is this box? How big are the boxes?
There's,
Wait. Gelby, can we get your drawings out really quickly? Can we look at those?
I think
again?
I have
Okay.
them.
Yeah, so we're just gonna, can we just all look at these really quickly? And if one of us could just make sure we're looking at that corner just to make sure that
I'm
nothing's
gonna keep an eye on the corner.
Great.
Okay,
Let's
it's
work.
singing louder and louder. I do need all of you to give me a quick wisdom save.
And then I'd really just like to hit the box.
But the natural 20 doesn't protect me a little longer as somebody with a
17.
minus 1 in wisdom.
Oh
Oh.
my gosh, you guys.
Oh,
That was not good.
I rolled a 2.
18. I don't know why I rolled it twice. I'm sorry. Please take the first number.
Is that how that works?
Because normally you're like, can we just go with the second one? I feel like that's the more common response.
Well, I was so excited about the fact that the wisdom check wasn't terrible for me that I accidentally clicked the intelligence check as well. So
Oh.
Let me see here. Let me double check one thing. As you're investigating the room, you hear Show just start singing along with the voice in the room. And completely unable to stop herself, Ember joins, as does Galeby and Vernier.
Galeby.
And you can tell she's trying not to, but she's still singing along.
I'm guessing it would be too late at this point to do what I did before and play some kind of maybe discordant or like raucous music to kind of drive it out of their heads, because I know that worked earlier, but I know things seem a little more aggressive now.
Go ahead and roll me a performance check. Maybe the dice are going to favor you at the moment.
Also, are
Can't
we
be an
can we-
intimidation? I can't like intimidate the rhyme
No.
with my music. Okay.
No.
Well,
Can
I
You
thought I would
specialize
try.
this in intimidation music,
Or
though.
I can't persuade them to
No.
not sing with my music. Okay.
What's up,
Can
Molly?
can we do anything when we're singing, or is that like it takes up our whole action?
Oh, it doesn't.
Come on.
It doesn't. Oh, good lord. Yeah,
Finally.
I'm over here
I
trying.
finally can bard.
Da-
For just
Yeah.
let me bard. I never get to bard. I'm always doing failing rolls when it comes to bard skills.
The bard
This
is
is the
being
first
a
time.
But you're barding when it's most
say what
important.
Ah,
It's about time.
MVP.
Sweden is my lucky country.
No
All right.
kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding. This will make this. Yes.
MVP.
Um.
Most valuable bard.
Oh my god, too much. I love it so much though.
Well, the funny thing is, like, I was looking at like what the suggested encounters tied to that are. I'm like, oh, that's trivial. That's true. I'm like, I can find something while they're figuring out what to happen before they have to roll for initiative. Also, bam! Can I bard my way out of this? Yes, you can. And in
Yes, you can.
in celebration of the bardiness, we're gonna take a. Before I tell you what happens, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna close that, and then say, Steambot, can you tell me who's gonna get some stickers?
Did we get enough to upgrade it? Oh, nice.
We did not this time. But Linaris is
Okay.
going to throw something in chat so it becomes official. And then thank you, by the way, Shady for cheering and Spaghetti for cheering earlier. The Book of Fate is incredibly well stocked. Bing. And this will be neat because I think I can actually hand deliver those stickers if things are still on the track that they're on. So this will be a lot of fun. And wow, okay. I'm going to play through the hype train that y'all decided to start because we were so geeked that our bard barded.
Finally.
Woo!
I'm just like, okay.
But I'm just gonna.
It's never gonna happen again, but
Yes, it
We're gonna get
will.
through
No?
this while you're doing that. And I appreciate you
Because-
guys are an amazing community. I love streaming D&D with you. I love hanging out with all of you. There are days I wish we'd get more D&D done, but yeah, what you gonna do? What indeed? And you'll notice this time I've learned that I can turn off the sounds from the alerts. I finally. It took me almost a year of running D&D games on Twitch to figure out how to do that. How to pull that back when things get a little crazy. But thank you all for the support and for everything you're doing there. And I will definitely shout everyone out in a couple seconds here. So, all of you start to feel you taking over, and you watch as the tapestry that you have pulled aside and cast down so you could read the lyrics starts to rise up, and it lunges directly at Shona, and she's not even seeing it coming.
The tapestry.
The tapestry. And as it's like about to just engulf her upper body, Mir launches into a series of deep-throated shanties that just resonates through the space. It's like it sounds the kind of song that would cut through the fog in the middle of a storm to keep the crew on task. And
shanties are where it's at.
Amen. You can't even fight the urge to join her because it's like the perfect, heavy, repetitive, simple beat. And it's a little weird because you can
Baby shark do do
Do,
do
do, do.
No, you didn't. No.
I'm sorry.
No.
It was beautiful.
And here I was when you said sea shanty, I was like, oh, Weller man, and then
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
Shark.
That
No.
Wellerman was the first one I
Rhythm.
thought of, but then you said something about rhythm, and I was like, yes.
Yeah. that was
No.
perfect.
Just no.
The Bard of Chaos.
Yes.
I love it so much. I love it so much.
I mean, it's an earworm. It'll get everything else
Exactly.
out of your brain.
Yeah.
that it bloody well. The highlight reel today is going to be awesome. That's all I know. Yeah. Okay. So, and as she starts to sing whatever it is she sings, and more of you feel compelled to join in just by the sheer quality of the performance, the tapestry sort of like flops and slides across the stone floor, hitting the back of Shona's feet.
Did Ember see the tapestry?
Standing for yes.
Yes.
You'll catch the end of it like petering out, like your brain will go, okay, something just moved. That doesn't look right.
I would like to set the tapestry on fire.
Absolutely.
Okay. I have a lot of
I
fire
support
spells.
this decision.
I don't know what fire spell to use against a rug. What?
I would
I have a lot.
throw your produce flame for now. It's a
Okay.
bunch of wool and cotton and some linens and little bits of metal gold leafings.
Oh, do I have to do the hit? Do I have to hit it?
It's prone and it's stationary. You're attacking
Okay.
with advantage. I could make you make an attack roll, but I should hope you don't. You know what? Roll me an attack roll.
Okay.
And if you miss, roll it again.
It's a 17 to hit. So.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Because I'm saying you're attacking with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Next time you're in the city, remember to get a lighter. No, because these are cantrips for her. It's a fire genasi thing. Yeah, and
Fire.
it's on fire. And you know, Vernier, she's on board with this. Like she's
Yeah.
not freaking out that you were lighting things on fire right now.
No,
Finally.
you should be
Gotta
all right
contain
with
in the
this.
room.
It makes
You brought a good thing. You brought the
Lot of
lighter
sense.
down.
a lot of sense. As she's doing that, Jansen's going to notice, because she's well in the room with Galeby as well. that someone has carved in the floorboards a message. And the words specifically spell out, finish the rhyme.
Where were these?
These are in the middle of the
Carved in the
floor
floor.
in the room.
But
you're
were they
currently standing
there
in.
before?
You've had a chance to look down and see them now, especially with Ember going full Ember. There's even more light to make the words out.
Is it finish the rhyme?
Finish the rhyme.
And what is this box thing still doing?
It's still singing the bedtime rhyme.
Are there lyrics or is she just humming?
It's singing
Or
the
it?
lyrics.
It's singing the lyrics. Can I hear the lyrics from here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna listen very, very carefully.
Mm-hmm.
And do I hear anything new?
No.
No. What is she ending it on before she starts to repeat?
The voice that you hear loops back on the same series of lyrics that you've been studying.
So it's up to does the shadow have a name? Or no, the see a sun
Yep.
doing his chore.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have
Does
the
it-
windmill one. We don't
Right,
have the
exactly.
windmill.
Does everyone that we hear singing it sing up to what we know? Or is it like, do you know what I mean? Like, is it they're actually saying more? Or is it more that like they're all singing the same exact amount? It's just we can only hear necessarily what we've learned, if that makes sense.
There's no like dead air. It loops right back again to the beginning of the sections you've heard.
Well, no, I mean like so this chick person singing all the way up to the see a sun thing, right?
Mhm.
But the last time we heard someone singing it, they didn't sing that far.
True. They did not. This
So-
voice is still, that's the part of the rhyme it's continuing to sing.
So is it just a coincidence that they're singing as much as we know, or is that somehow related?
It's hard to say.
What if we? Okay,
I would say it's
I'd really
mostly
would like to
coincidence.
hit the box.
I think I'm gonna. I really just want to kind of throw an arrow into the box, to be honest.
You go and invest. Okay, you head to investigate the box.
We'll investigate.
You pull it out, and
Don't do
inside
it.
you don't notice, like the sound isn't from the box. It's from the floorboards under the box. Like something's hidden in the floor underneath everything.
Just so you guys know, I have actual goosebumps right now. But okay.
Show has a show. Would you like to go barbarian on the floor?
Oh, I totally want to go barbarian on the floor.
Can I ask how Gelby's doing before we do this? Because I feel like she's just a little kid. She's probably freaking out.
She's pretty freaked out.
Yeah.
This is a lot of excitement.
Just I want to know like what if she hears any like if there's anything stuck in her head that she would like to draw out right now. No.
Was there anything besides ash that happened to the tapestry after I set it ablaze? Like, did
No,
anything
it's-
fall from? It's just ash.
It's just ash.
Okay.
It's just ash. Gilby is starting to get a little bit freaked out. And maybe needs some time. But she'll tell Jansen there's not anything new that she's hearing.
I'm gonna step outside the room
Okay.
while they do the floor thing, just to let Gelby kind of calm down a little bit.
That's good of you. That works. She'll appreciate that. And mostly she just kind of like buries her head in the back of your neck
Okay.
and tries to keep herself together and organized. That's perfect. Okay. Where am I looking for? Okay, so Shota starts pounding against the floor. Are we just barehanding it, or are you bringing out the book flail?
Oh no, I was trying to decide if we started with the book flail or the maul. Maul will probably work better on the stonework, but the flail does have that magical quality to it, and this feels like a magical thing. And Bruner, what's under this floor? Let's find out. So
And I would like to ready a firebolt for whatever springs out of this thing.
Okay. You bring the flail down, and the wood splinters easily. And you
Oh, it's wood, not stone. Sorry.
no, it's a wood floor. because it has that finish the rhyme carved in the wood. And
Oh, that's
so you
right.
smash the wood up, and you notice that there's a 5x5 hole dug in the dirt under the floorboards. In it are 2 sets of remains. One of the skulls is currently singing. It's sitting on top of the bones, and it's just singing the words at you.
Same words though.
Mm-hmm.
You need a new verse, and I'm gonna hit it with the flail. See if I can crush it.
Can't sing if you don't have a jaw.
Oh, I bet it can.
We'll find
Because
out.
it doesn't have a vocal cord that doesn't have muscles. Like, how is it singing anyway?
Details.
Oh.
Details.
I assume you want me to roll.
Oh gosh, no. I mean, it's.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's a skull. I don't know.
Yeah, you smash that. Good.
Smash it, Ness. Vernier, who's buried under here?
I don't
There's
know.
at least 2. There's at least 2.
Well, there were 2 that were consigned to the cellar when the sickness first spread.
Only 2?
Who are they?
The
Any clue?
so there were 2 that were combined. How did they bury themselves?
Or did after the room was opened up, did you lay the floor? Or is the floor?
I'd have
was
to go
hundreds of
consult other
years ago,
records
right?
for that. We're talking
So
hundreds of years ago.
useless.
I'm gonna have to talk to you about your filing system. We should have had more information.
Don't
Thank
file
you.
maintenance reports down here.
Of course you do. You call yourself a library? Come on.
Candlekeep is a massive complex of libraries and compartments.
Burn.
Remember, you were just in one small portion of it.
Okay, if you've got a section where there's been possessions and death, that should really have some filed information. I'm just saying that we need to come back and revisit. In the meantime, who are these people? Because we're probably going to want to apologize later and bury them correctly.
Can I do a medicine check to see if I can at least tell gender, age, race,
Sorry.
species of the bones?
Probably crushed skull didn't help with that.
Yeah, you can do medicine.
Of what remains?
There are other things you might do to look at the bodies to discern things.
Like,
Mm.
please
I have
don't ask me to
detect-
do investigation.
I
Oh.
can investigate. I am so about to
I have a
investigate.
plus-
You
Six
investigate, I'll
investigation.
medicine, and between the two of us.
Can we discuss the
I
fact
feel like
that
Ember has no
does
issue
that mean I'm not
crawling into
hitting
a
anymore?
coffin or a hole to investigate the crap out of something. So
I don't think you have to crawl in. Am I not hitting
I'll
this
get in
anymore?
there.
Am I backing out of the way? All right, I'm backing out of the way.
so the medicine check is a 21. The investigation is a
we're trying. We're trying. Oh my god,
what did it land on?
a
Oh
one.
no. Oh no, Ember.
Which the beauty of that is it's still a 9.
I know. Oh, that one is still a 9, but that's still not great. Oh,
We hate you a little bit.
is
Okay.
there any way I can re-roll that?
We've got
Yeah,
plenty.
take a reroll. We've
Yeah,
got plenty.
yeah, totally
one
go with
so
that.
one
many.
re-roll.
We-
One re-roll.
You're,
No,
you're-
yeah,
you're
go
still
for
working
it.
on the official, like, the 2 freebies you get to start the day off. You haven't even touched
Mm.
the generosity of the community
Mm.
and that level 2 hype train.
There you go.
24.
There you go.
24.
So we have a
baby.
21 and a 24 between us. So
I
like,
would like
we
to
know
remove-
these
yeah.
bones.
I would like to remove their gold fillings, please. Like,
Okay, so
They've been through enough.
after about 15 minutes of entertaining Galeby, so she's not looking too close at what's happening, Mir and Ember have managed to lay all of the bones out on the floor, align them to their previous owners, have set, like, the smashed skull has been pieced back together meticulously.
Sorry.
He said, also taking a quick moment to check Mir's character sheet for something. No. Now that's a cantrip you should have picked up, but that's okay.
You picked my cantrips for me.
Apparently, I didn't pick them well.
Oh no!
That's on me. I'm okay with that.
I'm teasing.
I'm okay with that. No, like, is it repair? Mend. Mend is
Oh.
like the best cantrip.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
It would have been because it's like, oh,
Good
that
to know
skull,
for future.
bam. Now it's
future
back
games.
together again. Anywho, doesn't matter. You still put it back together again, and you can see that the smashed skull actually has a knife wound in the back of the skull, where someone had stabbed it. A close inspection of the vertebra, of the upper vertebrae of the other remains indicates a significant knife wound to the neck. Both of them were men, aged 50 to 60, not in great health, probably getting close to the end of their days. The bones of the fingers of the one that had the slit throat indicate significant wear and damage, perhaps from attempting to claw their way out of something,
Like
or
the ground that they were buried in?
or perhaps trying to carve with their fingers in stone over a period of time.
Oh, on the door.
Or on the
The wall.
floor.
Or out.
Yeah.
The wall or the floor?
These are definitely two individuals that were the apparent age of the bones sets it about right. They're pretty ancient. And your investigation reveals quite conclusively that one murdered the other before taking their own life.
But how did they get buried?
Maybe they dug the hole and the guy who murdered the other one.
Buried the
threw
one he
himself
murdered
in
and then
there?
killed himself.
Yeah.
But then how he buried himself? But how did they cover up the floor?
That doesn't make any sense to me
Like
unless
there's a
he
missing piece here.
pulled the wood over the hole and then killed himself. That's the only thing I can think. But I feel like it would still
It's
be super
strange.
obvious.
So I'm gonna yell. I'm still in that other room, I assume, but I'm like listening very intently. I'm gonna yell at one of them to go into that hole and look around to see if there are any markings inside of the hole. While I also am
Nice.
gonna talk to Gelby and ask her how she's feeling and if she's got any more thoughts popping into her head.
Ask her how she'd. See if you can find a way to end the rhyme.
Yeah,
where he
that's what I'm
goes
trying to figure
away.
out. Yeah. So you guys definitely go look in that hole. and,
Oh,
like,
I'm in it.
You start to crawl through it.
Yeah, I feel
I'll
like I'm
assist.
giving off enough light that I can see pretty well in there.
It's just a
I'll hand you a jar of fireflies.
it's just a dugout area that looks like a place that the bodies were either hidden or laid to rest. It's a gray area. But it doesn't look like one of them, covered themselves up and then killed themselves in it.
Oh, so it looks like someone put them there.
Possibly, yes.
See, I
Or
really thought you were
found
gonna
them
say-
there and laid the floor after. Which is kind of messed
So
up.
Vernier,
to
But
not
that
be-
means that there's a third person.
Exactly.
Oh no, like when they or
were any?
Yeah.
Okay. Would it be an
And then
investigation
that third
or
person got
insight? I'm not
out.
sure.
Or where is that third person? If there's a third person. Unless the demon was the one that did it.
Could it
So,
be?
hey, Shel-
or Tiff, what were you saying?
Is there anybody here that would have been old enough? Because some of these creatures live long lives. Is there anybody that could have been alive at that time and done this and come out?
Veneer said, well,
Like has come back
it's not
and restarted it?
impossible. I'm not quite that old myself, but it's reasonable too. And unfortunately, I cannot speak with confidence this may or may not have happened. But when they reopen the cellar, it's possible that someone simply wanted the cellar in use without having to worry about such things as putting potentially
Laying the dead
cursed
to rest
spirits
properly?
to rest.
What?
It would
Oh,
be
like- okay.
unfortunate.
That's not something you should ever cut corners on.
No, and absolutely. I will be filing a report with the appropriate authorities after this.
Do you know who Do you have the paperwork of who authorized to reopen down here?
No, that's not something we would keep down in a cellar
That
like
is
this.
something that you would keep record of, though. So where did you put the records of it? Ding dong.
Again, this is just one small cellar within a massive keep. I mean, you saw it when you came in.
Okay,
It's
so
like the
just hold on one
records are
second.
in a more central location. So like the records for all of Castlekeep or Candlekeep are probably in
Yes.
a different
There's probably an
place.
entire
Okay.
cellar on the other side of everything, other side of the castle where they maintain those. Remember, this is a holding place for doing repair work, not necessarily a place where we want to maintain all the records for the castle.
So, hey, Gelby, sweetheart, how are you doing?
She's exhausted. You can tell she's fighting constantly not to sing, and it's
Hey, you know
taking
what,
a wear
Gelby?
on her.
Gelby,
Mhm.
I want you to try something for me. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
You have to trust me, though.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Stop forcing yourself not to sing. Trust me.
Okay.
I'll protect you. Just let yourself sing.
Okay.
Uh,
I would
Have her-
love if
do
Have
any
her
of the
finish
rest
it?
of us? Do the rest of us hear this interchange or no?
No, she's out of
You guys can
Didn't she
hear
take
me, I
Gilby out
believe.
of the room?
not
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, but I'm right there at the door.
Yeah,
like
you-
I can hear you
Right,
guys.
because we were kind of yelling. We were yelling back and forth.
Yeah,
to each other.
as you guys are discussing what to do and giving Veneer like an earful about the record keeping thing, Jensen turns around and tells Galeby to go ahead. It's okay. Stop fighting the song. And so Galeby starts singing. I'm gonna need everybody to give me a wisdom save.
I feel like this is a really
Does
bad
it
idea.
help that we're prepared for it? No, I think she's right. I think.
17.
Oh yeah.
Natural 20 again.
Oh no! Yeah, no. It's gonna be bad.
11.
3.
Ouch. Okay. Ember and Shona both need to roll me charisma saves.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Row.
Okay. Does it help that I have advantage against being charmed?
Sometimes.
Oh darn it!
Oh my. Oh wait, it flipped to natural 20.
Yeah.
I
It was
got
on
11.
a 2. I got a 21.
Okay.
I got a 21.
I'm pretty sure I didn't succeed.
Nope. Nope. As Shona joins the song, and Galeby's singing it, and she gets to the end of the lines and loops back to the top. Shona turns towards the group in the Firefly room. So let me make sure I've got everyone in the right spots
crap.
here.
Oh crap.
We're about to
Okay,
go
what?
into
Oh crap,
battle.
I'm so sorry.
No, I
What
think she's
page
right
are
that we
we
needed
on?
to do it.
No, I
8?
I fully supported this plan.
Oh, it's a good plan. But I did step out of the room to give Mir and Ember room.
Yes.
Oh wait, you're in the room with me?
Yes, but I'm near the door to the Firefly room. Yes, I'm in
Okay.
the room with you and Gelby.
So
What
there's
Page are we
Shona.
on?
There's Jansen.
6.
Actually,
Jesse.
Jansen.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Galeby's over there. Actually, let me color code these. So Galeby gets it, put it in yellow. There's Vernier. There's Ember and Mir. That looks
Oh, Rainier's in there with us?
yes, because you were just.
I
did-
thought
Giving her an earful. Yeah.
okay, I thought she was between, like, kind of where the door was. I thought she was between me and
I'm
them.
fine with that.
Yeah.
Shona. Vernier. There we go.
That's who I have on my head.
That makes
too.
sense.
Which part of me is like this is the moment where I wish I had a computer that could do things like run Tailspire at the same time as everything else, so we could do this all in really cool
Oh.
3D.
That would be cool.
Tailspire
That would
looks
be so cool.
incredible.
I actually started to download it and my screen just went blue with the words "bitch please."
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking
No.
my computer's not on board with that.
So pretty.
Next upgrade. Or I'll start like pre-making maps there and then just use those as the jam boards to mark on and move everybody around.
Oh, there you go.
Either
That's cool.
way. Shona looks up at Jansen with her eyes black. And
All people, it had to be the barbarian.
and she cackles.
Always.
Shemshime's ready to play.
It's a wisdom check. It's always the barbarian.
No, as soon as she looks up with those black eyes, I tell Gelby to like go in that other room, but stay within eyeshot of me so I can make sure nothing is gonna like come after her. And I'm gonna draw my father's like my bow. And
Okay.
like it's imbued with all of that magic, and I'm ready to go.
The fight we were all hoping to have.
I'm
I would.
Are we
ready.
rolling initiative?
I think we should roll initiative.
Wait, are we fighting show?
We're fighting
Probably.
Shemshime.
But is it in show?
But we can't we can't damage show too much. Like, I mean, I can
Actually,
heal
you
when
can a
this
lot.
is over.
Show's hard to kill.
Yeah.
But that is what you're saying, right? We're fighting show.
Yeah, I'm not-
technically.
That is
Or at least
certainly what it sounds like.
defending ourselves against show.
I'm not
Yeah.
adding any monsters to the initiative tracker for this.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Okay, so the initiatives came in. Mirror's on 20.
I got a low initiative. That's gotta help a little.
Yeah, you might not actually get to do much before you get put down.
It's you know what? Kind of one of those where I'm all right with. It's kind of higher than I would like then.
Yes, indeed. I need a hero. No, it doesn't, Shady. There is no song of I need a hero. I cannot afford that. I know. I looked it up, man. Like we can get 3 seconds of it. So dun 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 dun, and that's all we get. I can't. Yeah, I don't have the budget for that yet. Technically, I don't have the budget to say can't stop this. I can do can't stop, and that's all they let me do. What is okay? Chat, you discuss that. Linarius, what is Jansen doing?
You're shooting your bow at me, right?
There's so much serious right now.
It's a
Is an
serious
unarmed
moment.
attack considered a melee attack?
Yes.
Melee? It is.
Oh dear.
How many key points do I have?
All of them?
Oh, yo, let's go. Okay. I am going.
You
This is gonna
remember
freaking
you
be
like her.
beautiful.
You
Yeah,
can
I like her.
specify you
Your
don't want to
teammate.
kill them, though, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a possibility. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And I can
okay,
heal quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So. Alright. I'm going to release my short bow that is imbued with my, like, father's magic stuff. With the intent on just, light, and then I'm going to flurry of blows her, followed by a stunning strike.
Ooh, the stun would be amazing.
And then I do believe I have Misty Step after that. Or at least disengage. Like, at least I'm going to disengage and back up a little bit to block the doorway to make sure that she can't get to Gelby.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Apparently I am using the world's biggest frying pan. Her name is Jansen.
Okay, so I can go. I
Uh,
can do.
You can totally, yeah.
I can do. Okay.
You can totally do that.
18 to hit
Let's see.
with my bow.
Oh, you're doing the bow and all of that?
Yeah. Right?
Can you
Oh, wait.
state that
After
you're
you take an
not
attack
trying to
action,
kill her?
I can spend a key point to make 2
Yep.
unarmed strikes
And
as
you're
a
fifth
bonus
level, so you
action.
get
And then
to-
if I take,
You get
if
two
I take,
attacks. Yep.
yeah, Oh, no, wait. No, then I get another whole section of attacks then, if that's the case. Because my thought process was I use my divine bow, and then I spend a key point to do my flurry of blows, which then causes me to do an unarmed attack. If I do a melee attack, which you said an unarmed attack is, then I can spend a key point to do a stunning strike after the flurry of blows,
Yep.
which is all part of one attack action.
No, the flurry of blows would be its own separate attack action. But you can do the bow, drop it, cross, flurry of blows, stunning strike. That's your combat round.
But it says
Can you
after
also
I take an
please
attack
state
action.
that you are not
Right.
intending
I did.
to kill
Yeah.
her?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
It checks out.
Let's.
Yeah, the flurry of blows says
It says after
Oh.
my attack action.
so. Yeah, so you,
It's always been.
okay. So bow,
That's just one attack.
unarmed, flurry.
Stunning is one attack and 2 key points.
We just all
Yeah,
acknowledge how broken monks are.
I think
Seriously.
there's a limit on how many key points you can pop in a turn, but I don't want to look it up right now. So, okay, you hit her with the bow.
Yeah,
Give us some damage to show.
that's a 7.
Okay, so show takes 7. She hasn't had a chance to rage yet,
Nope.
so that's good. Ish.
And I'm gonna flurry of blows.
What? This is the. You're not. Aren't you popping? Are you popping the blind effect too while you're at it?
What? Wait, how could she? What?
Is she? Are you stunning her?
I mean, that was going to.
Okay.
Like, I'm still in part of. I'm still in my action.
Oh yeah. Okay, keep going. So now you do your unarmed strike. Good enough. That'll.
So that's 1, and then
hit.
I have to do a hit again.
Do
Or do you want me to do the
your
damage
damage from the
first?
flurry of blows. So that's another 6.
Do I roll it again because it's 2 unarmed strikes, or is that just that is what it?
That is what it is.
Okay, and
then you got to
I
do the stunning strike.
which is
Pop a key
spend a
point,
key point.
and show
Okay.
has to give us a con save.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's a 20 because I have a +5 to con save.
God, and she shrugs it off.
Yikes!
Okay, but then I can do all that again though, because I have 2 attacks.
Except that your unarmed strike is an attack action.
But it is a flurry of blows. It's not an unarmed
Oh, then you have one
It's-
more. You have one more.
attack phase.
Bow,
the flurry of blows
unarmed,
is-
flurry of blows. So you have an unarmed strike coming, all by itself, which would have
So did
activated the
I-
flurry of blows.
No,
Did I take any damage?
No,
yet or
the-
no.
no, my bow activated the flurry of blows.
No, because that's a ranged attack. You had to punch her first.
it
That's your
didn't say
second
that. It
attack
just says
action.
after I take an attack action.
With an
didn't say
unarmed
after a
strike
melee.
or a monk weapon. Oh, the bow's a monk weapon.
Yeah.
Is it? That's crazy.
Yep,
Wow.
that's your bonus action though. So you do technically have
Okay.
another attack action.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna hit her with my bow again.
Okay, now you're too close though, so it will be at disadvantage.
Okay, well then I'm gonna take my short sword and my other short sword, and I'm just gonna double attack her with it then.
You get
and
one
then
because you already used your
disengage.
bonus action. The math works in my head. You
But
get,
I
you
have 2 weapon fighting.
I
That
Yes.
Yeah,
doesn't
this is
count?
where it gets interesting.
yeah, but you only get one bonus action.
Oh, so like this doesn't count if I have
Yeah,
them in
this is
both
your second
hands?
attack,
Yeah.
but you don't get a third.
No, I'm saying like I can't attack with 2 swords at the same time because I have 2 swords.
Nope, just one. Because your second
Okay,
attack
fine.
action is your bonus action. You normally haven't had to worry about that because you haven't had that many things to do in one turn.
Yeah, so I have 17 to hit,
So you damage her even more, but she did manage to shrug off.
and it was a 4. I think is what I hit her with.
I think
A
this is the most
6.
damage show has ever taken.
No, I got down to 4 with the witch, the hut.
Oh, that's
thing.
true. That's
The one
true.
where Jansen's like, "Why are
Oh
you
yeah,
all complaining?
Okay.
Everybody's
we
at
were all
20."
down.
And she's like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah,
No, and then I disengage back to the door to make sure that Gelby is taken care of.
right. Monks
I
are
took
tricky
4?
because there's a lot of layers of this can trigger that, can trigger the other thing. So I think we covered it all. Attack action, bonus action on arm strike, which triggered flurry of blows, which then triggered the stunning
But the
strike.
bonus, The bonus action didn't trigger flurry of blows. The firing my short bow triggered flurry of blows.
Short, but unarmed. Your unarmed strike thing is, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. So you took the bow, you used the monk ability as a bonus action to make an unarmed strike, which then triggered everything else. Your second attack action was with your short sword, and that also.
That's not what I did. That's not what it. Because before it was this: after you take an attack action on your turn, spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Oh. So you have one more unarmed strike coming.
Yeah, that's what I was asking earlier.
Hit it. Then I think we got it all. God, monks are a pain.
Sorry.
So broken.
So a 10 to hit.
And-
Feels really broken.
And for all of that, you missed.
Dang it.
Well, no,
That's okay.
I don't think monks are broken. I think monks are just mathematically, like, am I the only person who's trying to picture a flowchart in their head right now?
No.
Of like, here, goes to here, goes to here, goes to here, goes to there. But I think you did everything you can do in all of that. Which then means Ember gets to do something.
But Ember and I are sitting here like, we can do one thing.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I have a question before I do anything.
You get one attack.
No, I know that. I know that.
Okay.
Mage hand. Could I use that to help me use my 50 feet of hemp rope to tie Show up? Like, if I have one end, the mage hand has the other, can it just really quickly go around her and then we tie it into a big knot? Or around
Sure.
her legs? Can the hand go around her legs?
Yes.
Like, is that possible?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so everything's possible. I just have to figure out what do you think would be the appropriate skill check?
I kind of think sleight of hand because she's engaging with Jansen, and so in order for her not to kick this away, going around the feet so that she's immobile, kind of.
And Tiffany, what do you think is the appropriate resistance?
Resistance to being tied up with rope?
Yeah. By a mage hand. And
But if I am
Probably
trying to be like sneaky
Yeah.
about this so that she does,
Probably
like, you're
strength.
fighting Jansen.
I'm going
Yeah, but
strength.
I would almost think not acrobatics, but athletics
Sounds good. Both of you guys roll
to
it.
try and avoid it. It's either athletics to avoid it or strength to break it. But I think try and avoid it first.
I think the athletics works.
Okay,
Okay.
and I'm rolling sleight of hand, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a nice, easy opposed roll. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything. Oh,
Oh,
you have to beat an 18.
Okay,
Oh,
so am I
nice.
rolling?
athletics.
Am I rolling athletics? Okay.
Yep.
Or strength?
Don't roll good.
Oh, I rolled a 17
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow.
because I have
Yes.
a +6.
I have a
Holy
+5.
crap. Wow.
I have a +5, so
I missed it by that much.
yep.
That's impressive. I will add the
Jeez.
restrained marker to show,
Yeah.
Dang it.
and then we'll go to Mir.
Now, did I actually take 4 points of damage from Jensen or not? I kind of got lost. In all the
I have you at 31. We're moving on.
Okay, cool.
If it comes down to 4 hit points, we'll
That's
deal with it then.
Can I, for my movement, can I just move into the room where they are in? Okay. That's
Yeah,
all I want to do.
That's a good idea. Let's get closer to her.
Well, no, like I'm thinking like so in that room, opposite corner, like top left corner. Can I get? Yeah. Yep.
You can use your bonus action thingy with
The cunning
thing.
what action?
The-
Whatever
yeah,
the
it gives
heck
you
it's
the
called.
let your move count as disengage.
Yeah.
It's not as powerful as you think it is when you actually play this on a battle board. Trust me.
Yeah.
Ember's not gotten herself out of as many scraps as I would like. Also, the other fun thing that happened to me yesterday was, oh look, Show's down. Mirror healer. Oh look, Show goes down again. Mirror healer.
jeez.
Like, because they target Show because she's got the most hit points.
Mhm.
So, and take it easy, Smokey. We're glad you popped in. I actually caught that. What's Mir doing, by the way? Speaking of Mir, if you want to do something, you don't have to.
No, so possibly a like silly D&D noob question. Can I move and do an action?
Yes.
Okay. So I would like to move within touching range of Show, but between Show and Ember.
Okay.
So kind of like,
No problem.
yeah. And I would like to curse her. And I get to choose from a variety of different curses. And the curse that I would like to do is that while cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the end or at the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah. That's a good curse.
So it does no damage, but it will kind of, for as long as I'm concentrating on it at least, she'll have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So I can do that?
Okay, do it.
All right. It has been cast.
It's been cast. And then she initially gets a wisdom save before the curse hits.
Yes.
So Show, roll us that
Nice.
wisdom save.
That's big. No, that's a 7.
You are cursed.
Yes. All right.
And here's the good news. You immediately get to roll that again.
I'm not sure that's good news, but because that gave me an 8.
So yeah, you're not doing anything this turn.
Wisdom's not my high stat.
As you are stymied. Give us a charisma save with advantage. So you can right click on it and pick advantage if you want, or you can just roll it twice.
Oh, I'll just roll it twice because I always forget to do that.
Yep. This is the
16
first
and
time
3.
we got together since I discovered this. If you right click on any of those ability score boxes, you can pull up the advantage. You can pick to roll with advantage, and it does it automatically.
I didn't know that. That's so cool.
You kidding me?
No.
That's amazing.
I just learned it like a week after our last session.
The worst thing is I remember it. I knew it, but I forgot about it until you just said it.
Because I think Woolie's the one that told us.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Oh, hey, Skull Kid, welcome aboard. I'm glad to see you popping around with everybody. You're meeting some really good streamers. And I highly recommend, speaking of which, that if you are not, follow the ones here. That command should have worked. I'll catch it later. But Show starts to blink, and you watch as her eyes go from that pitch black into actual like color again. As Show pushes whatever was in her out. Maybe. I'll let you decide what to do with her.
Wait, you're saying we see a black cloud come out of her?
No, like the eyes just are no longer
No,
black.
my eyes aren't black anymore.
Oh. Do we see above? Is there anything?
No, there's
Her
no black
cloud?
cloud above her.
Okay. Oh, can I detect magic? I have that spell, don't I? Yes. Can I detect magic in the room?
Yes. He said.
Is this dumb? Is this a dumb thing to do? Would that
No.
detect a? It says visible creature or object.
As you cast it, you can see. Yes. Absolutely, you can do this. You see as a series of black tendrils extend off of her arms like marionette strings. And as her eyes recover their color again, each of the strings looks like it's being cut.
Do I see where they're coming from?
Just some black, like the aura of a cloud that dissipates quickly.
Okay, so there's
Can
nothing I
heal
can like
her?
act on.
Or are we still in initiative? Or
You're out of initiatives.
Okay. So we don't have to worry about like obviously we still have spell slots, but
Right. And Shona took some
can I
damage,
do some cure wounds for her?
but she's not, I mean, are you sure you want to do that?
I was gonna say you might want to hold off just to make sure I don't get possessed
Okay.
by this thing again.
Can you tell me the school of magic, or aura that I sensed? It says that if I do detect magic, I can see
It does
that.
not have a particular school.
Okay.
It is not a spell per se. It is something else entirely.
Okay, and I would have to do detect good and evil to know if it was something.
Do you
else.
really need to detect good evil at this point?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, I don't have that spell, but I'm saying like I wouldn't be able to know if it was like a demon or something.
Are there good demons?
Okay, I need that, by the way, from everyone's kind of doing their thing. If you can give me a sense there so I can plan accordingly. Okay. That's what I... Okay, that's fair. Because we got stuff happening. And this is actually really good. But we're going to do that. Hey, Proxima. I don't recognize that name as having said hi to you yet today. Welcome aboard. Skull Kid, check the thing in chat with everyone's links to Twitch. Just click on it and then hit follow. And if you're not following Linarius, you have to start. Because they're really prolific. Molly will help you track them down. And Celosaurus is coming back again. So lots of good opportunities. Okay, so we had that sense of like all the things coming off the cloud, the general evil you can if you want to cast Detect Good Evil, you're welcome to. I don't
have the spell.
I think it's kind of implied at this point.
Yeah.
And you have kind of a chance to breathe and catch yourselves. And for years, like, what exactly just happened? As Sho still is technically bound fairly tightly on the ground.
Am I actually on the ground? Otherwise, I was gonna be like, didn't notice and fell forward.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be funny. If I came out of it, shook myself, and fell over because I was tied up.
Yeah.
Sho, do you think you could say something Sho-like so I can feel confident?
Find the book.
Okay, I think it's Sho.
It's Sho. We're good.
Yeah,
If you could untie me, I'd appreciate it.
I'll untie her.
Do I know?
And I'll
Do I
unbreak
remember
my
that I was-
concentration to uncurse. Yeah, do you
Am I
remember?
conscious that I was taken out? Because if so, can I remember anything about Shemshime being in my head?
You remember losing control. It almost felt like you were being pulled into an attack stance, and that something was moving your head. Something else was moving your mouth to talk.
I haven't heard of anything like that. Well, I mean, probably, but I don't have any knowledge in there of a story that was similar. Somebody's like possessed to this. I want to try and figure out if I can get any information out of it. Probably not. So.
No, there's no.
I do agree. I feel like we need to find the book, though.
Yeah, I think the book, because even if we take care of whatever this is and get out alive, we need that book to be destroyed, I think.
Veneer will actively agree with that sentiment. Yes, whatever that book is, it definitely is the key to this. It might even have a hint as to what finish the rhyme means. That seems very significant.
So the
I'm wondering-
Shemshime is just gone right now.
For
Not
the
yet.
moment, although is anyone planning to relax their thoughts?
No.
I'm good.
No.
I'll stay focused.
Okay. I mean, you're welcome to relax your thoughts if you want to.
No.
I
I'm
want
good.
to check on Gelby though.
Yeah.
Gilby took off when
Let's maybe not
What?
encourage her to say.
Wait,
anymore.
what?
when you look into the stacks, there's no sign of her.
No, I'm taking off. I'm gonna go find her. Like that's why I was there. I wanted to make sure she wouldn't go anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as the fight started and like you went full melee, she was like, and she ran.
Oh no, I'm literally running out the door to go find her right now.
Okay. And by the way, we are coming up to the end of our stream. We have a little bit more that's going to happen today before we officially wrap up. So I open the giveaway again because we had a few people that have come in since the last one, and Lenar's having won the first today. I definitely am excited to deliver those stickers. So plus I get to use my new stationery. So
Aw.
yeah, I actually have like branded stationery and everything. It's really
Neat.
exciting. I don't have a post office box yet though. That's on my to-get list. So
I will say I didn't know this. I wish I had. You can get like a PO box at UPS's as well. And I really, really, really wish I'd known that before I got a year subscription to the USPS because USPS is about 10 miles farther away than the UPS, which I go by every day. And so I have actually had 2 packages returned because I didn't check them for 3 months.
Oh, whoops.
that is kind of on you.
Yeah, no,
So as you take a moment to breathe and I guess
Yeah.
untie Shona, there is definitely like a moment where Jansen's like, okay, so Galeby, you're okay, and realizes that Galeby is nowhere to be found. You spread out through the stacks in that first room and start to look around to where she may have disappeared to. And she's not hiding anywhere on that floor. She's
Is there
not
anybody around?
in the
Like,
library
anybody?
itself. You haven't seen anyone else?
I'm gonna run to her
That's
room.
concerning.
You start down the stairs, and as you start to run down the hallway towards where all the quarters are, you hear Galeby's scream.
Okay, I'm literally like, can I just like misty step there? Like,
And as you hear the scream, all of you turn at once and start to bolt down the stairs. And when we meet up in a month, we'll find out what happens.
no. We can keep going, please.
Oh, hell no.
No. I have to make sure she's okay.
Yes, you do.
Next month.
Next
Don't
month.
do that to
Bum,
me.
bum, bum.
Okay. Tell you what. Check Zoom.
Don't spoil it.
There. Is that good enough now?
I suppose.
It's a good cliffhanger.
It's a great cliffhanger.
It's a really good cliffhanger.
Oh, it is.
Admit it's a good, come on, Linares, you can say it. It's a good cliffhanger.
Yeah, but she's
She is.
This is good. Hey, it's in 2 weeks. We're coming
I
back
put
in
her
2
in
weeks.
that room to make sure that she was gonna be safe.
Yeah.
It's only 2 weeks. It's not a month. It's 2 weeks.
It's 2
We can do
weeks.
2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks. Yes, we are. We sat down pre-stream because here's, by the way, folks, if you play D&D and you play on a monthly schedule and you have not dedicated we play on the X day of the month, like the 4th Thursday, before you throw dice, you owe it to yourselves to get your calendars out and pick your next session. Because what happens, you get to this part of the session and nobody wants to try to figure out when that's going to be. Or worse, kiss of death. Let's all call each other in about 3 weeks and pick a day.
Yeah, it never works.
That's never gonna.
That is kiss of death. But according to my calendar, we are going to finish this adventure on Saturday, September 11th at 2 p.m. We're going to try an afternoon stream in order to get around some soccer games. And
Eastern time.
Eastern time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, which is 8 p.m.
UTC minus 4.
Sweden time, which puts it in prime time for your. It's like, I'm not going to lie, even if we have to push back to 3 or even 4.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think that
that's
probably
totally
be okay,
doable
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would probably be better, honestly.
Okay, well let's get our times and see, because to be really honest, whoever, sometimes those schedules say things like the game is at 7 a.m. It depends on the thing. And I also had no
Have
excuse
you,
to use all these great book titles.
Have you given any more thought to doing like a European game?
Yes. And
Okay.
we will be in touch.
Okay, cool.
I have to watch how many games I can run with regularity. I have
no worries.
I have 2 weeklies and 1 monthly. I want to get a month into school to see if I can add a third weekly.
No worries.
But European time plus my school schedule means it's in their weekend day, and the kids are starting to get more and more active with stuff.
Gotcha.
The teen is getting dragged out because they only own 3 T-shirts. So he's going out. They're going out shopping today, and then tomorrow they have dance. And performances are very frequent through the fall. I think a lot of groups are starting to make up for lost time. So, and they're taking advantage of the weather to do outdoor events now that we can. Crossing our fingers, everything continues to stay stable. So for the next couple weeks, where are we going to check in with all of you for all the fun stuff you've got going on? Let's start. We'll come back the other way where we started off. If we can pull an Irish out of the freak out tension of a cliffhanger, what's coming up?
2 weeks of worrying about Gelby. I mean, you know.
Jansen's so good.
Okay. Right. Wait. What was the question though?
What's happening in the Linaris world over the next 2 weeks?
Oh. Well, I should be finishing up Dream Drop Distance with Kingdom Hearts. I should be finishing it up on Sunday, but also I said that I should be finishing it up on Tuesday, and then I also said that about Wednesday, and it didn't happen. So we'll see. We will see. And I'm still working hard away at the super top secret Discord Twitch integration project that I'm working on.
I got to see concept art. It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, and I did order not those stickers yet because I want to have more like solidified. At least I want to have the alpha test completed. But the new merch stickers, because we were almost out, and I'm really excited about that. So those will be coming up soon as well. And yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Cool. Molly, how's life been in the Barely Mollyverse? What's coming up?
Good. We're gonna be streaming. I don't know. Probably tomorrow. I was gonna say tonight, maybe. Me and Dave still have to finish It Takes Two, so I was thinking maybe I can convince him to play that with me tonight, but we'll see. And then tomorrow I have my cross stitch. We're just gonna have a nice chill little stream, but we gotta look. I'm cross stitching, or not cross stitch, embroidery. Mooter.
It looks so good.
Mooter. So we're gonna have a nice chill art stream tomorrow, and then Wednesday we have the second session of Valley of Plenty over back here. So it's just busy. It's a busy time, but yeah, super excited.
Sweet. And Tiffany, you just came out of a stretch of like crazy, didn't you?
Yeah. Sure. Life is a little crazy, but yeah, no. Kids stopped. They were done with the play, and now they've got about 3 weeks before they're in another play, and life. And that's the not crazy part, but yeah, no. Next Wednesday, Much with Barely Molly, I'm going to be in the Valley of Plenty, on this, and I don't actually think I've got much streaming coming up. It's really just Rob. Just find me on Rob's channel. I just hang out here and periodically says, be in a game. And I'm like, all right, I'm sure I'm doing something. It's cool. It's more fun.
It works. It works.
I don't know. Apparently in my head, you've got to start another game because I've got a character concept, and apparently I only stream with you. So
I will mention that in a second. But first, I want to make sure that we give Jessie time to talk about what's going on in her literal part of the world.
Well, now that I'm finally here and my stuff arrived a month after I did, which was quite an adventure.
That had to
I'm hoping
suck.
to. Oh, it sucked so bad. You don't realize like the stuff that just makes life a lot easier, like dishes and silverware. And Sweden's very like eco-friendly, so it's not like you can really go and get a bunch of like easy plastic silverware stuff like that. Like I had to go to IKEA and just like buy myself 2 dishes, 2 plates, like a set of silverware. And I'm really glad to not be sleeping on an air mattress. Beds are nice, but what that does mean is that hopefully I will be able to jump back into streaming. I'd like to maybe do one tomorrow evening, European time, but very casual, like a more of a just chatting stream that's talking about the move and hanging out with people and relaxed. And then probably this week is super, super busy for me, so I'm giving a talk at the Livermore National Laboratory on Thursday evening. And Thursday evening, so sort of afternoonish, Eastern US time. And so like this week is just super hectic, but hopefully next week I can start to get back into like Math Monday streams or more coding streams. So yeah, I'm excited. I miss Twitch so much, and it feels like it's been ages. So excited to get back into it.
Cool. That is awesome. Yeah, and I'll say this, wherever when Jessie says it's just chatting stream, don't think she means she's just going to sit here and talk about, casual things. Her version of just chatting is to delve into the nature of the future of AI development. So like that's her default mode. So just kind of take that in mind. It's definitely worth hanging out. This is not someone staring at the screen going, so what does chat want to talk about today?
Last time it was black holes. So that was like ended up doing some physics of black holes because somebody asked a question and you go down a rabbit hole. But I'm cool with the easy questions too. Just saying. You could ask me about the weather.
Well, and I had somebody,
Sweden. I'm cool with that.
Somebody redeemed do the math during one of my streams, so we spent like half an hour delving into the cost of living differences between Sweden and the United States because that's what they wanted me to do the math on. And I'm like, all right, sure, let's do this. Let's pop that up there and start doing the math on it. And yes,
it's very interesting.
As Tiffany hinted, Valley of Plenty is my Wednesday night game. So if you come back here tomorrow night, which would be after Jesse's stream and after Linares' streams, and probably I think even after Molly's, because I'm in the evenings U.S. time, is my ongoing Curse of Strahd game. The working title for this coming week is, Dude, Where's My Holy Symbol of Ravenkind? Because they literally just got it picked off of them by an armor smith who appeared to be helpful in Strahd's castle.
Uh-oh.
Like she walked up and said, Claudia, you can't be putting it on like that. You're doing it all wrong. And he went, okay. She goes, strip down to your skivvies. We'll get this on you proper. And he goes, okay. And the paladin proceeds to strip. So yeah, I kind of penalized them for that one a little bit. But that's Sunday night. Wednesday is Valley of Plenty. They have found themselves through the mists into a domain of dread and are dealing with some kind of weird thing with food. And then the other project, next Friday, as part of my streamiversary, I'm planning to do all kinds of fun subathon stuff. I will have the subs will extend the stream thing happening, and Cheers will extend it. And I'm going to be launching my Kickstarter for another Wednesday night game. It'll be starting up when Valley of Plenty is over, so it's middle of October. It's October 20th, I think, is the slated start date for it. And it's going to take place in a post-apocalyptic fantasy setting. And I'm really excited about it, and I'm really geeked about getting it out there because I've got some plans to get some specialized character art done. We're looking at working with Kathleen L., who does the music for this stream. She lets me use her music as our background sounds and our opening title song. I'm working with her to maybe write a custom theme song for the stream and even more customized opening titles, and I'm really geeked about that. And the Kickstarter will go live on Friday of next week. And I know Patreon's incredibly popular, but I want to be able to tell these artists that we will have the money for them before we start. And that's why we're going to go Kickstarter for this one. Because I think it's important that I be able to, I respect their desire to be paid up front. So I would like to pay them up front. So I have to ask for the money up front. Kind of sucks. And if I'm not doing D&D, I'm playing a Las Lastas, so that's what you'll find here if I'm live, because there's still a ton of that game to do, and I want to play it again with a different party, because I love having these 3 amazing characters there. It's also fun to think about other combinations of characters that can play through us. I will show you, show us the concept art. I can do that, I think, in 10 seconds while we're wrapping this up. With that, I want to thank everybody that was here as part of today. If somebody who's not me could do me a huge favor and peek to see if anybody we know either has a D&D thing up and running or something else that we can raid out to, because we have a lot of people here. I would very much like to share the love. Unlike the coronavirus, sharing is caring, so you should always end on a raid. And I do feel it important to remind like newer streamers of that, because quite a few of them seem to forget. And that makes me sad. It's like it's not bad to raid people here. It's actually a good thing to be raiding. There's some of the artwork that we had done for concept to kind of help. This is my favorite picture, by the way. We could raid out to there. Let me check to see who else is up. Sissy's a good person. She's a lot of fun. I'm also going to see if anyone might be doing. Oh no, I know where we're going. I love Sissy. Sissy, that game is an amazing streamer. However, we're going to go check out Kid Lee. So I'm going to get that up and running. My shirt. Fight like a girl, folks. Mulan. So thank you all for coming out. Massive thank yous, by the way, to everyone who cheered and got that hype train going earlier. So big thank you to Aaron, to your Def Hacker, Smokey, Shady Joker. Molly, you didn't have to. We love having you here. Spaghetti, Shady Joker, I think I already mentioned. And Irish Lad, our Justice, if you're still here. RJ, thank you for that. You didn't have to. I missed that Kraken gave us a host. Dave, as always, thank you for your unending, absolute massive support. I love that you take such interest in keeping my lights on. It is huge and awesome. And thank you to everyone that added the family. This was a lot of fun. Our last thing now is for me to click and pick and loaf. We'll be in touch. I have plans for you guys. I have plans because I think you all got stickers at your place. So we will get you stuff. The timer's running down the raid. Tell Kid Lee we said hi. I'll be along to chat with him later. You're going to get to see Celeste, the D&D PC game, in action. Have fun. We'll see y'all next time.
It's time to say bye-bye, Mr. Wise.